Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. Now, I hope that we're not gonna lag again. I really hope so. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to break this computer down, throw it out the window, and maybe get myself something new, even though this thing is new. But quickly checking here, I think everything is looking good. I'm gonna share this over on Twitter and Discord so we can get some people in, as there's most likely no notification. All right, I think a lot of people are panic selling. I want you guys all to quickly listen to my thoughts before making a decision. All right, so let me quickly share everything in Discord, and then we can get started on what I think is about to happen, what I think is going on, everything like that. Because in the end, I think most of you guys watching my videos regularly know I'm not really worried about stuff like this. But then again, some of the people, they don't want to, they don't want to listen. Yeah. Huge panic right now. The amount of people panic selling right now is just insane. But if you guys are watching right now, make sure you quickly let me know in the chat box. Just say hi, so I know. Right now I'm seeing there's 50 people in a minute. If you're watching this video in hindsight, just scroll to about the 2, maybe 3 minute mark, because we're not doing anything yet. We're just waiting for a couple of people to hop on in, and then we'll get started. I just quickly shared it on my socials, and then we should get going. I'm just also trying to adjust my pop filter. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys what I think is going on. There's a lot happening. Let's put it like that. There is a lot happening. Yeah, there's just, oh my days, guys. It is really interesting. Let me quickly say, guys, do not panic. At least, in my opinion, you shouldn't. Let's put it like that. I'm going to explain exactly what is going on, guys. Exactly what I think is going to happen. Exactly everything. Do not worry. I got you, everybody. That's why I'm going live here. I rushed I rushed to the studio to make this little thing here for you guys. And there's a couple of theories which we can, I guess, talk about, but I'm going to be going over everything. If you're watching right now, make sure you quickly smash that like button. I see there's 200 people and only 16 likes. Just quickly press it, show some love. I'm going to give you guys the story. All right, let me quickly see. If we have 250 people in, we'll start the stream, all right? Yeah, Morgan, have you seen my most recent Patreon post? I think so. I think you liked it already. But yeah, that is exactly the strategy. I don't know exactly how much I should share over on YouTube and what I should keep for Patreon specifically, but it's definitely quite interesting. Let's put it like that. It's the strategy that we're using on Patreon works like a charm, as hopefully Morgan can verify. Yeah, bruv. All right. So there is 230 people in. I would say that is enough to get started. We also have 50 likes. All right. So you know how many people have said today, XRP is going to zero. Oh, you said it was gonna go up, blah 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 blah. If you really look at the videos properly, I think all of you guys know. We always cover both sides. For example, what's gonna happen if we go up? What's gonna happen if we go down? In this case here, what I think has been happening has only got to do with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has 2 major announcements going on right now, which are this one. Bitcoin mining hash rate drops as blackouts instituted in China, and this one right here. This tweet just erased $288 billion from crypto market cap. This is speculation because there's a little bit of a question about that, and this is very much real. This is a fact. Again, this one debatable, this one very much a fact. And the way this usually affects XRP, or actually affects a lot of these cryptos, is if Bitcoin goes down, specifically in cases like this where Bitcoin makes a lower low, yeah, that's not really too good. So I was earlier tweeting out this little scenario here over on Twitter. I'm not exactly sure here. We'll talk about that in just a second. Let's quickly, however, go over a shorter term here, for example, a 4-hour. And let's quickly see, it's a different Bitcoin chart. It's this one right here. Let's quickly see here what has happened. I think actually, sorry guys, I'm just quickly looking for where we have the Bitcoin everything kind of set in on. Where do we have it, guys? At one of these charts, we have the... Ooh, no, never mind. Let's quickly go to the other chart here, to the XRP multi-chart. Maybe it is in there. I think so. All right, let's quickly see here. So, yeah, it's going to be in here, I think. There we motherfreaking go, everybody. So if you're wondering what are these lines here, those are basically for the Patreon, where I basically explained what has been happening, what I think is going on. But a little quick rundown is we were making higher lows for Bitcoin, which is really apparent if you look at it like this, right? Every green line here is a low. And if you're drawing a trend line, for example, in a bull run, this is basically what it's looking like, right? You take the lower points to indicate that it's basically bouncing higher every single time. It doesn't matter how high it goes most of the time. Higher highs are nice, but it's mostly about the lows that it's making. Now, here we got a low, here we got a low, here we got a low, here we got a new low. Again, we're getting we're reaching because it's a short term, but we were basically saying if we breach below, if we actually fall lower, making it a low, this one is okay to breach. If we breach this one at about 50,500, things are going to start looking really quite interesting. I talked about that I think yesterday or the day before. I'm not exactly sure what is happening with all of this. But yeah, since we broke this level right here, a lot of the altcoins decided to fall because, again, it's kind of panic, it's free fall. And again, why did Bitcoin fall this much? No, XRP is not shutting down. The guy in the chat is just trolling you. He's just trolling you. XRP is not shutting down. Do not worry, guys. They're just trolling in the chat. Don't check the chat out. Just listen to the video for right now. Bitcoin mining hash rate drops as blackouts instituted in China. If you didn't know, proof of work basically works on electricity. So if there's a blackout, well, the electricity kind of stops. And you can't mine Bitcoin. What that basically means is there's a lot of congestion in Bitcoin. Bitcoin kind of, I don't want to say the F word, but messes up. Let's put it like that, all right? So let's quickly chat in here. Let's quickly see which one of it is. Here you can see a little bit of what went on. Let me try to move that to the front. Wu Blockchain, this is a really credible source, posted the hash rate of Bitcoin mining pools plummeted in 24 hours. Ant pool fell by 24.5%. BTC.com fell by 19%. Poolin fell by 33%. Binance pools fell by 20%. The reason is that Northwest China is undergoing a complete blackout for safety inspections. Again, some people are saying should just shut them down permanently, do the whole world a favor, but that would completely break crypto. Why? Because if there's no more power, Bitcoin blocks are not being mined, right? Because all the power, that's basically what is happening. And that's, again, a little story that you can read in here. It's a little post. Let's quickly read it because this stuff is important to understand what's going to happen in the future. Local news outlets have tied recent dip in the Bitcoin mining hash rate to government-instituted blackouts in China. This is also what the US is really worried about, and I'm assuming that pretty soon here we might get a couple of new statements from the US coming up. Somebody says, it's so funny how people are only bullish when they see green candles. Like, bro, you're supposed to buy low, not high, so be happy when it goes down. Is once another opportunity to buy. I'm going to talk about that one in just a second. And Zayn says, should I buy more XRP now? I'm going to talk about all of that in just a second. Make sure you just quickly press that like button, though. Regional blackouts instituted in Northwest China may be the cause of a drop in hash rate from several China-based mining operations, per local media outlet Wu Talk. According to BTC.com screenshot shared by Wu Blockchain, the hash rate has dropped severely, as basically because of comprehensive power outage safety inspection in Xinjiang, per the Wu Talk report. Local news outlet Xinhua Net that the National Mine Safety Supervision Bureau has reported 3 recent coal mine accidents, including an April 10 water penetration accident, and a lot of people are trapped. You know what it comes down to is in China right now, they're doing some safety regulations, and electricity was out for a little while, and that means Bitcoin is not being mined. And this actually happened quite early yesterday. The problem is, as I've explained before, it's actually almost 2 days ago now. It's 1.5 days. The problem, which I've expressed before, even on Patreon too, is this type of stuff doesn't get reflected instantly. Because people notice it, but they don't see the effects instantly. Same thing for the tweet. You know what happens is, once these things roll out, people actually get afraid, but it's only as time moves on. I think partially because they know proof of work has its limit. Eventually, proof of work is going to be kind of messed up. It's gonna be fading away because the electricity is just getting worse and worse and worse as time moves on, as things become more difficult and whatnot. And I would say the second part about it, of course, is that, well, cryptos like XRP is just a lot better. But another part, I guess, because this usually takes a little bit of time because it's not an instant type of thing. This, however, was instant, and this is really interesting. This tweet just erased $288 billion from the crypto market cap. A single tweet has managed to push the crypto market over the brink. Yes, a single tweet. But again, this is unconfirmed. The reason I'm saying that is because there have been some big conspiracies on Twitter saying that this is all fake news, yada, yada, yada. But again, it got a lot of content. Again, keep it in mind. This was 9 hours ago, a little bit, I guess, surrounding the dump, huh? because right now it's about 2 p.m. my time. Guys, where are you watching from? Let me know quickly in the chat box. Let's also quickly see when things start to pop off for the negative. Let's quickly see here. This is a 4-hour. Let's go to an hourly chart. So things starts to do bad around, I would say, 9 p.m. last night, but really bad at around 3 a.m. this morning. Right now it is about 12. Oh, this is not my time. Let's quickly see my time. Okay, so this is at around 5 this morning. Let's quickly see again when this whole thing was happening. This was 9 hours ago at about 4:42 a.m. So that is interesting, right? This guy posted 4:42 a.m. and then like within like 15 minutes later, this candle opened and things free fell. So he posted it in here. So that is again why there is limited legitimacy to it, or it's just major FUD. I'm not sure. He posted it right within the middle of this one. So let's see how much it dropped right after he did that. It dropped about Bitcoin. This is right about 14% right after he tweeted something that is interesting. He said, U.S. Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using cryptocurrencies by sources. And this tweet on its own might have literally broken the entire freaking crypto market, at least to a certain degree. It really might have. You might think this is not a lot. 3,000 retweets, 6,000 likes. If people react, there's absolutely a lot that can happen. And I'm going to talk about the Coinbase shares in just a second because I have a couple of thoughts about that. So he tweeted this out, and like literally 50 minutes later, prices start to fumble, just really go crazy. As you can see right here, Bitcoin tanked to the $51,000 level because this stuff is quite scary. Now, again, is it only this tweet? Debatable. Very much debatable. It's kind of a added on added on added, right? I think it's just, for example, the whole China ordeal. For example, partially the whole Coinbase ordeal. For example, partially this tweet, as again, prices start to really dump after he said that, and people might have gotten really afraid. And then a fourth one maybe could be David Schwartz, whom as earlier stated for quite a couple of times, take some money out. Grab yourself some profit if you have life-changing money. And a lot of people are going to him right now saying, F you, for making people afraid and making people sell. Another part of the people are saying thank you for at least telling us that, yeah, crypto might as well fall down. And that's, again, where I think a part of this all comes to us, where it's like on the channel here, we have to always warn for dumps, which can happen. But then again, I see dumps as opportunities to buy more. And that is, again, what we're going to come down to in just a second, guys. I'll explain why I'm extremely happy that this happened and why I am buying XRP. I am buying Bitcoin. I am buying. Because I know this is going to be one of the greatest opportunities to make money. I keep on explaining it, but people don't want to listen, I think. Relax. Let's put it like that. Relax. XRP Believer says, David probably knows what is about to go down. I personally don't think so. He has sold thousands of Ethereum at $1. Right now, they're freaking $2,500 a pop. Could have made, I don't know, more than $100 million easily off of that. He sold really prematurely, though. So I don't think this guy actually knows. He's basically just really risk averse, and he doesn't want people to lose money because I guess he values it really highly. I don't really know exactly. But I think this personally had some effect, this whole ordeal here with the tweet. Once more, for other people just tuning in, we think that Bitcoin mostly crashed because of this huge electricity problem, blackout in China yesterday or the day before. Then a tweet of the U.S. Treasury going after crypto companies. We have, for example, Mike Novogratz, who warned of Doge and whatnot. Doge itself could have literally actually spiked quite a lot of this market drop as well, where Doge, because it pumped so much, a lot of people thought, you know what, let's just buy it, let's just go crazy. And they were also buying all these things like the Shiba and all those motherfucking coins that make no sense. And since they bought all of those and the price fell down just a little bit, a lot of them go panic sell, go crazy. And I think coins like this really wreak havoc to the entire crypto market, as people just think things can't go wrong anymore. And once people start to think that, you're in the wrong. I even explained that yesterday, right? Once people start to think that you can't go wrong anymore is when things are going to go wrong. And I'm not thinking, however, that there is basically a huge drop coming. I'm personally thinking, like we expressed, when was it now? 3 days ago, Sunday, we might dip. When did we say that, guys? Let's see here. Morgan, do you remember the stream? I think it was like 3 days ago, maybe 2 days ago. We said Sunday, very often the prices go down. It's usually, I mean, we can actually draw a lot of attention to it. We can draw a lot of theories to it. But we don't know necessarily why Sunday is always a day like that. But every time I make videos on Sunday, very often it just, corrects really quite heavily. Then again, where is XRP right now? What did we expect? XRP actually corrected just a little bit more than we expected it to. But then again, we've taken profit almost everywhere throughout this road. I'm still extremely happy to be an XRP hodler. I'm still extremely happy to buy more. And I'm not really that worried, mostly because Bitcoin also hasn't really shown us a reason to be worried. If Bitcoin drops below 50,500, we're going to make another extremely quick update video because things are looking a little bit more bleak. But as of this point, that's not the case. Bitcoin has made a lower low. Obviously, we have seen that. However, we might also say, okay, that is a retest of the levels which we've seen here. We might just retest that. Mind you, what we're witnessing now is not levels that have been here for years. This is still levels which we've seen in the last couple of weeks here. February, 17th on forward is the first time we've hit that. We're not really that far away. We're not really that crazy. And for XRP more specifically, we are close to areas which we've seen. Let's quickly check. Freaking April 10th. Earlier this month, we were at these levels. So for XRP, really, it's not that crazy at all. It's just people getting a little bit afraid because we see a correction. I see it as, okay, damn, let's buy the dip. Let us buy the dip. Let us be happy. Let us get some more cheap coins. If you're looking at this like, oh, Dustin, all my money is flowing away. Okay, but I think that's maybe the wrong way to put it. I think that's really the wrong way to see it. I see it as a good opportunity to get myself some extra coins. And today, guys, I will also make an update on what is happening regarding the lawsuit. A lot of people have been asking me what is happening. I'll make a really elaborate update on what is happening exactly tomorrow, what I think is going to happen, and what I think that what that's going to mean for the future, basically, all of that. Somebody says China blackout has nothing to do with the crash. I personally do think so. You might not think so. But then again, Tom, what do you think is going on? Let's quickly see. He says Ethereum dumped the same as BTC. Ask why. It's got nothing to do with China being in blackout. I have no idea what your point is, Tim or Tom. If you have any point, make sure you put it in the comment section down below. I think this is a really solid story. But then again, people will always have their own ones. So let's quickly see. Why do you guys think that crypto crashed just now? Of course, it's panic. Second of all, once more, is Coinbase. Third of all, I would say might have been David Schwartz, whom got a lot of attention. Thousands of people saw his tweets, and he's a really high-ranked guy. So when he says take profit, hey. So the third one could be, or fourth, whatever, Mike Novogratz. So for example, Mike Novogratz said, be careful with Doge, be careful with XRP. That might have added to the debacle, might have been. Coinbase, again, there were a lot of people saying in my video last night that I don't know what the direct listing is. I don't know this, I don't know that. Well, so what happened to Coinbase is the founders, they went through a direct listing, right? Let's quickly see here. Coinbase IPO turned out to be direct listing, I believe, in the end of things. Let's type it in. Coinbase direct listing. All right, let's quickly see here. All right, if you check here, Coinbase direct listing, you just press it up for yourself here. What's Coinbase direct listing says about the day markets? What is direct listing? How the Coinbase public offering differs from a traditional IPO? What it basically means is there's no new shares issued. It's just them selling, right? They just want to bring it to the broader markets. But I would say if the CFO of your company, the chief financial officer, sells not 70, not 50, not 30, not 80, 100% of his stock, that says something. And I think these guys might also know that because of this whole ordeal, but with crypto pumping so much, they took the purest, best time for it and sold some of their stock. So they can either buy back cheaper or they can actually ride the wave as basically a crypto correction is eventually going to come and their stock would be worth maybe half of what it is right now. I think they knew this as well, guys. I think they knew this as well. But then again, I don't think this is panic. I don't think the panic is necessary. I see somebody say taco stand. Yeah, I'm going to also make a video. There's 2 videos coming up today at least. That's at least the ones I already have in my head that I'm going to make. For example, the one on Jim McCaleb's wallet. What exactly is happening with that? Basically, the taco stand wallet and his dumping, because it has changed, and I want to give you guys an update on that. A video on what is happening to the lawsuit. And that's kind of what I have, right? The live stream and those 2 videos I have to make today. How much further down do you think it'll go? I personally think it's going to be following Bitcoin, and that's going to be the deciding factor, which basically says if Bitcoin, as we just kind of talked about, makes a lower low, going to this 50,500 area, then altcoins will really plummet quite heavily because that is showing some really bearish sign. This is kind of most likely just a kind of a bear trap, most likely just a normal correction still. It is within margin. Again, we can kind of get ourselves an up to 33% correction. If we get to this area right here, as you can see, I would say all is good. As long as we go below there, things are looking kind of bad, right? As of this point, It's all still within margin of a normal correction. A normal correction starts at about 10%, and I would say kind of a complete crash is if it goes below this 33% mark. Not 33% on any pair. For altcoins it differs, but for Bitcoin, if it drops more than 33%, that is definitely quite heavy. Yeah, people are saying, I try to look at my portfolio, it's not good. To be honest, guys, looking at your portfolio now, it's a possibility you can do it. But then again, all I see is, oh, damn, look at this. I can easily get more coins. I can easily get the ride upwards a little bit easier. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you press the like buttons for the daily crypto updates. I'll try my best to give you guys up to date on everything that is happening. Make sure you understand, though, the majority of what is happening right now, at least I would think, is that you guys, some of you, right, the majority of you are panicking. If people panic, more people sell, more people panic, and because more people panic, more people sell, and because more people sell, more people panic, it kind of a gate downwards. Like it's a kind of a downward sloping spiral of just panic, fear, and everybody going after each other. In the end, there's really not that much to be that afraid of, except, in my opinion, for the whole Doge ordeal, or the fact that Bitcoin's electricity whole ordeal and the proof of work is kind of dumb. You know, proof of work is really decentralized. I like it for that, but it's really not that good for the newer world. It really doesn't fit as much, I would say. Somebody says China blackout into Bitcoin crash, into alt crash, into everyone got crushed, into more regulation. Partially. The more regulation part is definitely coming regardless of what is happening. If Bitcoin crash, can we be 70% crash? To be honest, if you check Bitcoin here, sorry guys, XRP here, we already crashed about, let's see, 41% here or so. It's already ridiculously heavy as to how much we've done. But that is also because we went up really quickly. And a lot of these altcoins are falling like crazy, guys. You can see here, the majority of them are falling down really freaking hard right now. Yes, they are. It's the way that things go. It's the way of the Bitcoin. Let's put it like that. But I think, what is that saying, guys? If there's blood, if there's blood on the streets, blood on the streets. Let's quickly see what the saying exactly was. Contrarian investing. This is it. Contrarian investing, buy more when there's blood in the streets. That is exact. At least I, buy when people are selling. I sell, or at least try to sell when a lot of the people are buying. And I think a lot of the people here might have been really new into all of somebody says sneaky Binance? What is happening there? Sneaky Binance liquidate leverage accounts at 118 stop loss. Haha, and then come back up now. Sneaky manipulation. Never leverage, buy and hold. To be honest, leveraging is okay, but you should really know what you're doing. For example, I personally like to go on Bybit, as you guys most likely know. I've made a lot of profit with this one. I like it a ton. But then again, it is an easy way to lose money if you're not really mentally prepared for it and are just going to bet, basically. All right, so I'm just quickly saying that. If there's blood on the streets, buy property. It works with anything, though. If there's blood in the crypto market, buy freaking crypto. I personally think it is the best. If you really want to be sure you're not going to hate yourself, don't look at all of this. Don't even look. If you're not going to buy anything, there's basically three options. Either you sell all your crypto, just take your losses if you made losses, or take your money, take your profit, and then just live your life normally without ever having to worry of a dump, basically, right? Because these dumps are always around the corner. Option number 2 is you basically wait patiently, buy the dips, like people always say. Really, what's funny, guys? I really find it funny. A week ago, even throughout the last couple of days, people ask me, Dusty, is it a good time to buy now? Please, Dusty, do you think it's going to go back to $1 so I can buy in? Oh, but once it happens, they're like, oh no, Dusty, I'm afraid to buy. Should I sell all my coins right now? That is the mentality of buy high, sell low. You guys getting a little bit of the picture here? Are you guys seeing this? Check back to the comments. People saying, Dusty, should I buy now? Who is asking me to buy now? Nobody's asking that. People are asking me, should I sell now? You see the really funny contrast? And that is some really, I think, interesting problem in the crypto space right now. There's a lot of people who are just so freaking afraid of it all. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how this all works. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they should be thinking. They're just looking at it like, oh my, crypto's over. It's done for. Crypto is now about to crash forever. I'm going to lose all my money. I'm going to lose everything. That's not our thought process. That's not how we go about these things. Real crypto hodlers who've been in here for a while, they know these types of things are here, in my opinion, once more, to buy. We are here right now in a situation like this because people that we just explained are too afraid, are selling like crazy. We all know it is not a 1 week game. It is not a 2 week game. It's not a monthly game. No, this is a game for the longer term. And if you're not making money with crypto, I personally think there is something wrong. You might not be making money today. You might not be making money tomorrow. But over a longer term, it's really hard to not make money with this technology. Then again, though, guys, mind you, if you're only in it to make quick money over the next week, first of all, this is not your channel. I'm never trying to explain that stuff. Second of all, learn how to trade, maybe, or just check out Patreon, for example, where I give my strategies as to why I buy at certain points and how to make, quicker profit, I guess. It's just kind of a trading type of thing. But then again, this is not your thing. Crypto is a longer term game. We all know technology, but it's so volatile that you can fall at any point. What's the 33% amount for XRP? Oh, wait, you mean because Bitcoin? What do you mean? If Bitcoin crashed? Bitcoin crashed about. Oh, you mean for Bitcoin? I said if you crashed 33% or more, basically going below our lower low from here, from March 2nd, or what is it now? See your note, March 1st. If we cross below that number, things are looking a little bit more negative. Let's just call it like that. That is again a medium-term outlook. It depends on the factors. For example, right now there's a lot of fear. So this is kind of a flash crash of people just selling on top of people. I think a lot of this also has to do with the people who are afraid. Basically, the guys who bought, for example, the Shiba, the guys who bought the Doge, the guys who bought all these things recently, like the big freaking things. Would big players like institutions dump on Monday business hours? Normally, it is actually like what we see very often in the crypto space is that prices go down throughout Sunday, sometimes even Monday still, and then actually do really well, or let's say at about Tuesday or something like that. In this case, though, for XRP specifically, we got a really nice lawsuit date coming up tomorrow, and we expected price to go up once that was an expectation that Bitcoin was going to continue upwards. But then again, tomorrow, we might get a nice little thing coming here from John Dean's motion intervene that might also help everything. At least that is my opinion about it. Okay, somebody here in the comments says, screw you, Mr. Know-It-All, because now I am the Mr. Lose-It-All. You see, guys? You see the attitude of people? And Health says, how did David Schwartz know? David Schwartz most likely did not know. If you just check, for example, the channel here, or most crypto channels, people warn of corrections as they are coming eventually throughout the road. He has, for example, put up this is actually an interesting, this is even more interesting. If the XP price stays above $1, he will propose the requirements. It's been like a week now. Let's see if it's still going to stay above $1 for the next week as well, because he was talking about that. Because he told this about 5 days ago, right? He put this tweet up 5 days ago. If you start to think about it, think probability here. What did he change until a correction within 2 weeks of crypto just constant pumps? It is pretty damn high. His statement here was just logic. He didn't know necessarily. If he knew this, he probably would be one of the richest people on earth. He's a completely freaking, I don't even want to say, people think he's Satoshi Nakamoto, this guy. He has written freaking patents before Bitcoin, 20 years before Bitcoin was even a thing. He is an early contributor to Bitcoin. He is a co-founder of the XRP Ledger, co-creator, I should say. This guy knows his stuff. He doesn't know exactly when things are about to crash, but he might understand crypto, and he might understand if it goes up too much. And he maybe saw as well that the Doge stuff, I don't think it was even pumping back then, though, but maybe all that stuff is just kind of overexposed a little bit. Okay, let's quickly do a little bit of a test here. Who is down and who is up on their money? Just quickly put it in the chat box. Are you up or down on your money? Let's just quickly check how you guys are all looking like right now. Because I would say this is one of the greatest opportunities once more. But then again, it's not for the faint-hearted. If you are really afraid of your positions, if you're really having a really close bond with all your money, things are a little bit more scary, right? Okay, let's quickly see here. Okay, so I'm going to say about 70% of the people are up, 30% of the people are down. That's also strange, though. No, I'm talking on complete... Yeah. I mean, if you're down on profit, that's different. I'm talking about the money you started with in this crypto ordeal. So you started with an amount of crypto or amount of money. Are you now up or down on that? Guys, we have freaking 2,300 people watching. Make sure you press that like button. Let's get to 500 likes. You guys are amazing. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers too. You guys are really awesome. Just quickly pointing that out. No, but the majority of the people here are up though. So that is also pretty funny, huh? The majority of us are up because we got into crypto a little bit early. I see a couple of people here being down. I'm going to say it's about 25% or so, 1 in 4 of the people. And I think the reason this is also so, no, not the reason, sorry. The consequence of that is about, let's say 1/4 of the people are down. You know what they do very often? Maybe not you guys, right? But a lot of people, what they do is they see their portfolio right now. They're like, ooh. And again, let me know if you've had this before. They see their portfolio, they go on their phone, they look at live CoinMatch or CoinMarketCap, they're like, ooh, my coins are down. Ooh, I started out with $1,000. Right now I'm seeing $850. Ooh, should I get out? I should get out, shouldn't I? Ooh, yeah, I should. Oh, my money's going down. No, I could go to dinner four times for this. Ooh, I should cash out now that I still have $850. Boom, cashed out, lost $150. Pushed the price down lower. That happens so ridiculously many times. And Danny here says, thanks, Dusty, for all that you do, for what you do for all of us. Stay strong. To be honest, guys, for me, it's so easy to stay strong because I started this whole crypto journey so many years ago. I've been doing the YouTube thing even, crypto every day since 2017. You know, I saw my XRP, again, not all of my XRP, but some of my XRP go from $3.50 to 11 cents. And never a day was I worried. Why? Because I know the technology, I know the process. Have I thought sometimes, ooh, I wish I sold at the top? Yeah, I did sell some at the top. I did sell some close to it because I had a plan. But the majority of it I still held. Why though? Well, it's the process. I trust in the process and I don't want to be that guy that you see. I don't want to be a David Schwartz. Now, he was really early into crypto. I mean, I wouldn't want to be that type of guy. I wouldn't even want to be him for being Ripple CTO and for being a genius. But, you know, I'm seeing it from the perspective of money, basically. He has had, how many? 40,000 Ethereum? More than that, at least, in terms of Bitcoin as well. He had a ton of crypto. However, I'm going to say here, he doesn't have more than $500 million. I don't even think he has more than 100 million. Maybe he does, but I don't think so. Because he sold 40,000 Ethereum for $1 each. He could have made hundreds of millions if maybe, really maybe, he could have even been a billionaire with all the crypto that he held at the start. He didn't though because he wanted to be risk averse. I would rather lose all my money than sell it all out for a little bit. If it can't change my life completely, I don't want it. I'm not going to just cash out crypto at a 10% loss, 20% loss. What is the purpose of that? No, we're into crypto for the longer term. I would say this is just a nice little sale. And if you see it differently, that is completely up to you. But I can't see it differently. I just see it as, okay, prices are going back down to levels which we saw, okay, a couple of days ago for the last time. We saw it like 3 weeks ago, this crypto price. Okay, it's not ridiculously crazy. And for XRP2, we saw those prices last week even. Okay, that's a little bit of a nice little sale. And so many people are asking me, can I buy now? Can I buy now? When were they telling me that? When were they asking me that? Well, they were asking me that really in ranges where the prices are just going up and up and up. For example, let's quickly look here. If you check through my videos, the majority of people were most likely asking me, Dusty, should I buy crypto right now within this area? Why? Well, they see these up numbers. They see, oh, okay, the prices are up today. Let's give you a 24-hour time frame. The prices today are up 31%. Dusty, should I buy? Can I please buy some coins now, Dusty? This is a good time. There's a lot of these people out there. If you're one of them, hey, no harsh feelings, but the majority of people are in this type of mindset. And now the prices are down. Boom, let's quickly see. Within 24 hours, okay, this is actually more than 24 hours. Let's see, your 24 hours. No, let's go for here, I guess. Within 24 hours, let's go from, right now it is about 12:45. Let's see, 12:45. Right around there. Price have gone down about, right now about 26, maximum even about 31%. Yeah, that's when people start to be like, oh, yeah, I should sell it now. I should sell it on now. No, this is scary. This crypto stuff, this is not for me. No way. And then boom, you see what's going to happen, guys? At one point or another, we all know it. We're going to rebound again. We're going to be getting back to the upside. When? I don't know. Maybe we're going to bounce here. Who the freak knows? We're going to be going like this again, right? We all know it. We all know it. And then once we are up again, about 40% throughout the day, once it looks like this, they're like, Dusty, ooh, it's looking juicy. Should I buy now? And then decide to buy here. The price goes down just a little bit again. Boom, it goes down -3. They're like, I should sell everything. And that's the freaking cycle of a buy high, sell low type of individual. And that's a lot of the people who buy Doge as well. I'm going to assume here that at least 10% of the people, maybe even watching, but at least the people who buy Doge, let's say even more, maybe 25% of the people buying Doge are actually down on money. Why? They bought at freaking 35, 40, 45 cents, all that type of stuff. Those guys are crazy in my opinion. I mean, can Doge go to $1? Yes, but why? Well, I would kind of think it's because it's a pump and dump type of coin. I mean, the coin's use case is being a meme type of coin. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it can go up. It can definitely. But does that mean you should buy it at 30 or 40, 50 cents? Oh, again, if you're a really big risk taker, okay. But the coin has gone up so much in the day. I would say the only justification is if you think, okay, you know what? I'm going to buy Doge at 33, sell it at 38 because it's still going to happen today. People are going to pump it up even further. If you have that mindset, hey, you belong to this channel. I like you. If you have the mindset of, you know what? I think Doge is going to go to $1. Let me buy it now that it's gone up 200% because, oh, it might double. Yeah, that is a completely freaking F grade. That is a big F for you. That is such a strange mindset. Now, I mean, I should maybe shut my mouth because Dogecoin is actually one of the better performing coins right now. Then again, the mindset is what's skewed. The idea behind it is not what's good. Even though it could have worked out just a little bit right now, because if you bought Doge at 35 cents, you might have been down less than if you bought any of these other coins. But it's about the idea. Kryptonite says, best place to stake XRP, love your channel. I personally use bitrue only for XRP. Some people have said Nexo. I do not use that. I only use bitrue for XRP. For purchasing, I also use Binance, but for the staking, I only use bitrue. I'm seeing some people say it's crashing again. Okay, that's good. That's very good to hear. I love it. I like to see it. Why? Well, that means more money for me to be made. These types of move are usually because they want to shake people out. And it's happening. If you have for yourself wondered for a little bit, should I sell? Should I get out of crypto altogether? Should I take my money? Should I be happy? That's, again, whom they're trying to target. The people who have weak minds. The people who are not sure about the crypto investment. Again, make sure you press that freaking like button if you're still hodling crypto, because I'm not going anywhere. Is altcoin season ending? Nobody really knows that for a fact. Nobody knows. If they tell you they know, they do not. Nobody knows when altcoin season is ending. Nobody knows when crypto is going to be completely going down, because we all know the bigger picture. And again, let me quickly pull up a monthly chart here for Bitcoin. The bigger picture looks a little bit more like this. Let's go into auto. Oh, it's not. That's really ugly. The bigger picture for crypto, or for Bitcoin, I should say, looks like this. We see it go in waves, right? It will always be this way. We see it go in waves. It goes up, it goes down a little bit, it goes back up. Again, this time we didn't cross new all-time high, but again, it comes back down again. We go up, we come maybe a little bit back down again. Maybe. Will we see this low? I don't personally think so, but it's about the idea. But what I did right here is basically take the move from here. I just did a bars pattern. You copy that and put it over here. And in this case here, I stretched it a little bit to give you guys some idea. Oh, wrong one. To give you some idea. It's basically, it just keeps going up in waves. But if I look at my hands right now, all I see is freaking diamonds. I'm a diamond hodler. I don't panic. If I lose my dollars, I'm not losing dollars. As long as there's still freaking crypto in my wallet, I'm not down. I don't see it that way, guys. I have a completely different mindset than I think a lot of people. But you guys, I don't know, that's what I'm trying to teach on this channel as well. If you're really afraid of losing money, this may be in your game. If you're selling right now to buy back cheaper, okay, hey, all kudos to you. That's the game you can play. But if you're selling it because you're really afraid, you think everything's going to fall, you think this is all the end of the world, shit, I'm going to sell all my crypto. No way. My crypto is down 17%. I should sell everything. I should go to the, I should have just bought a bag. I should have just, Yeah, you're most likely one of the freaking, at least 25% of the people who are too afraid to go into crypto. You know, crypto is just how much? Maybe like a 1% type of game. I'm going to say a lot of people have already invested into crypto, or at least looked into it. But the people who really know the stuff, the people who really know what's going on, the people who really hold it properly, yeah, that's such a small percentage. The majority of these people are just like, hey, you know what I get very often? Hey, you know, guy, or let's just say Dusty. Hey, Dusty. You are into crypto, right? You know, I've been looking at that. I'm thinking of also putting some money in. You know, if you have any tips, you know how to do that. And those are the types of people who also buy at around this area, because that's when they start to ask you. They see it on the news. They see it everywhere. They're like, hey, Dusty, can I buy some? I'm like, yeah, sure. I can explain to you how you should do it. Once more, I can explain to you, but we've already gained quite a lot. You can always go down. You know that, right? He says, yeah, of course, of course. And he enters right here. Let's say the top. Boom. It goes down just a little bit. He's like, Dusty, you freaking moron. You help me to buy. Yeah, my money's down. I sold that almost instantly. I went from $1,000 to $800. I sold it quickly. You know, my money was going down. Yep. And I've been in here for years, guys. I'm telling you, this happens every single time. El Hoko, thank you so much for the $2. He says, diamond mindset. That is what I am thinking is the best. I personally think if you don't have this diamond mindset of just being a freaking hodler till the mother freaking end, it ain't going to end good for you. Jonathan says, I'm Dusty. I'm dropping the bag on the following: XRP, XLM, XTC, Algo, IOTA. Just the basic point, by the way, none of this is financial advice. Make sure, let's quickly put that disclaimer here. Is you guys, I'm sorry that I have to generalize you, but let me know if you are it or not, all right? Just let me know in the comment section. So many people, at least 5,000 people. I'm going to say 5,000 because let's say we had maybe 20,000 comments. Maybe 1/4 of those is just people asking, should I buy? Should I buy? When to buy? When to buy? Buy XRP? When to buy XRP? When price? When XRP? When to XRP? But now the price is finally in those ranges. Again, from a couple days ago. They were really thinking, oh, should I buy here? Dusty, I'm so afraid. It's so high. We're back to this area. Now they're all, oh, no, nowhere to be seen. Nobody's asking me now, Dusty, should I buy? No. It's so freaking funny. It's the cycle of the crypto, man. It's the cycle of the crypto. Hey, guys, you know what? I'm going to put slow mode off. You guys can spam diamond hands for a little second. All right, just comment diamonds. Oh, no, I think that's going to be banned, all right? Just type in hodl. Because I think if you do emojis, it's going to get deleted by YouTube for anti-spam. Just type hodl real quick. Show your support. If you're hodling, let me freaking know, man. I'm taking this dip like a real... I don't want to make it sexy. I guess I'm taking this dip like a real man. Let's put it like that, all right? I'm buying it. I don't really care. XRP Sweden says 41% down from top, so maybe 10% more. We have a 50% drop and then new highs, right, Dusty? I don't think it works that way. It's not like, oh, we dropped 50%, so now we're going to come back up. Might be because we've hit an interesting Fibonacci level, but even then, I don't think that's necessarily the way it goes. The way I would say it usually goes is we follow Bitcoin, and regardless of what this do, XRP is basically, it's bitch. Let's call it like that. It's basically its bitch. Depending on what Bitcoin is going to do is what these altcoins are going to do. We saw a little bit of a bounce, I think, on the 4 hour. Right now, we're coming back up a little bit. This might have been the lowest. And if this is the lowest, and you're buying altcoins right now, you're going to make at least, I'm thinking 10, 15, 20% in one day. If this was the dip. If this was the dip, it was basically a bear trap. It's going to come back up from here. I can quickly, I'm not saying guarantee, but I'm quickly knowing here already. The amount of money that people can make within this little area is going to be insane. You know, hodl was supposed to mean hodl, but someone somewhere misspelled. To be honest, it still stands also for holding on to dear life or for dear life, depending on what you want to view it as. Dusty, what do you think support level for XRP? Once more, don't look at Bitcoin for right now. XRP on its own isn't really much. It is all depending on what Bitcoin is going to do. So I would say focus on that for right now. Have we dipped? We don't know. We will see. We will definitely see that really shortly here, though. We might retest once more, come back up from there. It is not something I can forecast here. We do not know. And that is also because we do not know which of these triggers actually pushed Bitcoin down. Was it the tweet here, which got a ton of attention, of the U.S. Treasury going after several financial institutions for money laundering? Was it the whole Coinbase with their huge sales, once more the direct listing was basically a very negative thing? Was it the Bitcoin mining stuff going down over in China? Was it the Doge pump, which sparked a huge amount of FUD? Was it David Schwartz, who put up a warning, and since he's so looked up to, it really sparked a lot of controversy? It's really hard to tell, all right? It's really hard to tell. I've been focusing on everything here. The 24-hour change is actually looking quite okay. It's actually like the whole mining power thing wasn't even, it's not really apparent too much right now anymore at all, but it was there. It does make you wonder what exactly is going on. I also quickly put this over on Twitter. What if what we're seeing right now is the same as the 2019 run? Pretty solid pump with a good correction, but insane profit margin afterwards. What this was referring to is right here on the Bitcoin chart. Once more, I just put the bars pattern over this one. It basically works like this, right? We went up like crazy. People ask, should I buy right here? People say, if you want to. Prices come back down. People are afraid to buy. It hits $3,000. We see a huge surge. People right here start to ask, should I buy? Prices come back down. People really throw all their crypto away. They're too afraid to buy right here. And prices skyrocket to the next dimension. That's usually the cycle of crypto. At least that's the way that I see it. That's the way that I see it with these cryptos, guys. It's so simple. And crypto is great until the power goes out. Partially, that's the truth, yes. I just bought the dip. Once more, I'm not saying you should buy the dip. Make sure you understand that. I'm just saying, out of logic, if you put one and one together, it is more logical to buy the dip than to sell all your crypto right now and go whine like a little bee. All right, let's just say it like that. It's more logical to buy right now than to not. Let me quickly put slow mode back on for all the people spamming so you guys can actually ask questions and I can hopefully get some answers going on here. Guide Perspective says Coinbase going public didn't help and won't in the long run. I also agree with that. Institutional money coming into crypto is terrible for the space. I don't agree with that. It changes everything we have known. This is not 2017, not the same. That is actually a really good thing though. Institutional money usually means longer money too. Institutions have to make things public whenever they buy or sell. They have to sometimes ask permission for large things that they do. And the majority of times, they actually buy in because they trust the space. So if the institutions are coming in hot, it basically means they're here to stay for a longer term. Somebody's saying India banned crypto. India is all over the place with their crypto stuff, man. Why is it still declining? That depends on the factor of what actually pushed Bitcoin downwards. I'm assuming right now, though, it is just fear upon fear upon fear upon fear. The majority of people are afraid, which basically means more people get afraid, which means more people get afraid, which means more people sell, which means more people get afraid. Is this the end of altcoin season? You see, guys, you see the difference in questions? It is such a funny contrast. It is so freaking funny, and I keep liking it. I maybe should take screenshots of everybody asking me now if it's over, and then we look back in a little while here and look at the faces then. Why are people panic selling so much? It's because people are panic selling that people panic sell. There's one catalyst which pushed crypto a little bit down that has sparked, let's say, a little 5% of the people to start selling because they're afraid. Well, because that 5% started to sell, then another 5% started to sell because they saw the first 5% selling. And that goes on and on and on and on. I just think that's the way it goes usually. It's just people like to buy at the top, hate to buy at the bottom. If you really think it's going nowhere, all right, then go somewhere else. This whole crypto deal is not for you. By the way, if you want, once more, I should quickly put the disclaimer here. If you want to sell now and buy back cheaper, you think that's going to happen, hey, you can definitely do that. But I personally think we're going to go so ridiculously far with this whole crypto ordeal. I've even explained to you guys a couple days ago, $100 trillion for the crypto market eventually is within grasp, is within reach. Is it going to happen now in a couple months? I'm not saying that, guys. Please don't think I am. But I am saying it is within reach. And hell, Hoko, thank you for becoming a supporter, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. I don't think many people can disagree with me on this one, though. That it's really a funny contrast, and it's just people telling other people that they should sell, and that's why they sell. And if you're wondering what's going to happen to XRP tomorrow, I will make a complete update video explaining to you guys what is happening regarding the lawsuit and why we are pretty excited for tomorrow. I should also get rid of all these lines. If you're wondering what this all is, this is from freaking months of building. We basically were talking about the XP price all the time in here. That was because we were in this area for so long. Really funny that we broke out of this in April of 2021. That's when we finally past all of this. And we're not even back to places which we hit back then. We're not even close to what we hit April 6th when the last lawsuit hearing happened. This is all happening, by the way, within a Ripple lawsuit. Mind you that pretty much as well. If they win the lawsuit, there's no stopping this motherfreaker. At least in my opinion, there isn't. Hey guys, there's almost 3,000 people watching. If you haven't done so already, you just want to help out the channel a little bit, let's get to 1,000 likes, all right? Just to show your support. And we need 107 more subscribers to get to 96,000. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you also press that button a little bit. People are saying the narrative is changing. People are going from bullish to bearish. Yes, the narrative is changing in the sense that people right now are getting afraid because their money falls a little bit. But that's the caveat. That's where the money lies. Let's come back to this principle here. Contrarian investing. Buy when there is blood in the streets. I keep telling people, as long as we are in a bullish run, any correction is free money. It is basically another opportunity for people to get into prices which we saw a couple of weeks ago. That is, I think, what it's basically like. And if you're right now shorting, you're going against the market. That's the truth. So logically, unless all signs are there, the market is switching over, that we're going into a bear market, well, then we should definitely just be buying, right? 1 + 1 is 2. As long as we are in this bullish market, buying crypto is the way to go. Crypto goes up and down. The volatility within one day very often is more than 15, 20, even 70% for a lot of these cryptos as well. A lot of them go up 30%, down 40, for example, or down 20, whatever. It is so normal. It's just because there's huge panic right now and a huge amount of people buying this whole Doge deal and getting afraid of some small dips. things go bad. But in the end, guys, the fundamentals are here to stay. I am still holding every motherfucking cent of my crypto. If I'm not, if I'm selling, if I went afraid, if I blah, 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 you guys know I would tell you instantly. I'd make a video explaining, guys, I gave up. But I haven't, because I am here. I'm not penning a single second. I haven't slept bad. I woke up 6 a.m., very short amount of sleep. I think maybe even 5 a.m. because I had an alert set, and the alert woke me the frick up. Because I saw prices dumping. I was like, let's take action. I know prices dumping. Let's make money here. Let's make money. Let's look at this realistically. Let's make money. I don't look at this like, oh no, my money is going down. I'm down. I don't even, let's depending on how much money you have, right? Some people are down millions of dollars right now. I'm not looking at it like perspective. It's just, oh man. All right. So prices are going down. Let's think rationally. Let's look for a good entry. Let's make some motherfucking money. That's the way I'm thinking about this. And if the lawsuit goes well, yeah, let me keep saying that. If the lawsuit goes well, the XRP is going to at least make us money. There's almost no way we can lose money on a coin like XRP if the lawsuit does well, which I think it will. Tomorrow is the next date for the lawsuit, by the way, guys. Tomorrow we got the motion to intervene. I will talk a little bit later today about what exactly that means, all right? Because I think a lot of you guys might be wondering what the motion to intervene means. I will tell you. Do not fret. Do not worry. I got you. Tyler says, if the lawsuit goes well, XRP will rise. Everyone who pulled out of crypto will buy, and there will be a bullish run for XRP. It'll lead to cryptos, not Bitcoin. You think XRP will lead these cryptos? To be honest, I'm one of the biggest bulls on XRP you'll find. But I personally do believe, and I think let's be realistic here, Bitcoin is still the leader of it all. Bitcoin is the alpha in all of this. If Bitcoin goes down, it is hard for XRP to move upwards. Because the majority of people who hold XRP are also holding Bitcoin. And the majority of people holding Bitcoin, that's just the majority of the crypto. Michael Lecoq says, Doge passed ADA in market cap. Okay, that's interesting. I don't really think so, but all right. Hey, guys, I see a lot of people telling me or commenting on how much they've lost. To be honest, guys, make up this little equation for yourself. Oh, yeah, another thing, by the way, that went on was Turkey banning crypto use, right? That was also another negative part. Make the equation for yourself. Is losing all your money right now worth it to have life-changing money? You know what I personally think, guys? A lot of the money we've put into crypto, a lot of the money we've saved up is purely made for the investment and for a better life, right? If you really think, you know what, I'm investing in crypto because of the jokes and giggles, don't bother us if you're losing something. If you're just doing it for giggles and laughs. A lot of us are here to make life-changing money, to make some big changes in our lives, to get some of this bigger wave of adoption which is happening. So I would personally think, is the money you worked for that you're putting into some idea which could go insane? If you think that is not worth it, then this is not your thing. I would personally think the majority of the money I put in, that is all with the idea like, okay, hey, you know what? We're going to be making some big freaking money on this, and it's going to be life-changing. So please do not comment how much money you're down. Might not be smart for the people because they might know how much crypto you have. They might follow you, or they might kind of stalk you. So be a little bit careful with that. But just think about it. We have a life-changing opportunity. It might not work out within the next couple of weeks. Might not work out in the next couple of days. Okay. But in the end, we all know the bigger picture. We all know it. And I like to buy when there's blood in the streets. You might call me a freaking blood sucker or something like that. I don't care. I buy when people are most afraid. And that is why it might even be better if we just go make people afraid to sell even more. Because a big crypto crash ain't coming from the already retail. The big crypto crash is coming when a lot of the bigger institutions are getting it done. Oh yeah, another thing here, some guy just said, if you can't pay your bills right now because crypto fell down, you have a very big problem to start off with, I would say. If you're using your bill paying money to bet on crypto because you thought you were going to make a quick little buck, that's a big issue. That is not a mindset which I think is respectable. Definitely not. I would never recommend anybody to change their life in that sense with money they need for the bills, especially if you, for example, kids sitting down, you really need to buy some food. You can't buy food now. You can't buy this, that, because you're betting on crypto. Some might say, it is my only bet to make a better life for myself. Okay, but then still, if you have to sacrifice those things like your first great needs, like your housing, for example, it might not really be worth it, guys. I'm just quickly saying. Crypto, I think, is going to go really insane over a longer period of time. But it's about the short term. All right. Let's quickly see. Dusty, any thoughts on Anchor? Let's stick to what we have for right now. Altcoins, if you're buying them today, you're basically betting. Let's quickly put a summary here. If you're buying altcoins right now, you're betting Bitcoin is made at bottom. Bitcoin is basically from this point on forward going to recover, and that means altcoins will pump 10, 20% or so in the very near term. I just bought the bottom, as a lot of you guys most likely already know. This is literally my last purchase. I'm extremely happy with that because I know, you know what, crypto usually just bottoms out somewhere and we got some huge gains. You know, really funny enough, if you just look at this, you can see, you know, okay, let's go in a little bit of a shorter term on Bitcoin here to give you guys a better picture, overview. Bitcoin, yeah, okay, got a huge little candle going on last night. Okay, but that was basically the biggest dip we've seen. We might literally, from that point on forward, be moving on like this, right? Where we basically just trend back upwards a little bit again. We just saw a dip. If you didn't manage to buy this one, I don't remember exactly where we bought. I will show you guys in just a second our Bitcoin purchase. I think it is in here. So we can see our lowest Bitcoin purchase. These are real buys, by the way. Some people ask, is it just you putting it in? These, whenever you see a line like that, that is when I have bought crypto at these points. I like to put them in to show you guys. This is what my kind of strategy that I've explained on Patreon. Here's when I buy. These are kind of sales, which basically means if we go up this amount, I sell. That is again my trading stash. But these are real buys, all of them. Even for Bitcoin, these are real buys. I bought the freaking dip of the dip. Then we get a little bit lucky, dependable. I mean, this is a strategy which I've really worked out for myself over the last couple of months. Works like a motherfucking charm. And I keep utilizing that same strategy over and over again because it just works. But then again, is this really lucky? I don't know. I just think you got to kind of figure out a way for yourself to not go crazy when prices dump and to always make money in whatever freaking way that things are going. And again, this video is partially about what the price is going to do, partially what happened, but also partially mindset. Because I really firmly believe if you don't have the right mindset, crypto is going to break you down. This is not a market for the faint-hearted. If you're if you're not sure about all of this, it might not be your game. Morgan says, showing them things like this would be fine as a Patreon hodler from my perspective. Quick glimpses at the graphs is perfectly fine for them. All right, let's go for that. Again, I'm not giving the strategy completely out, of course. I'm just quickly explaining partially of what we are doing over there, what our strategy is and how it works. You can see over on Patreon. All right. Bigger picture. Yeah, it's the bigger picture. Yes, exactly. Inflator says, is the market crash also because of the blackout in China? CoinMarketCap has an article about it. We firmly believe that it's basically all these parts. Okay, somebody here, let's see. Soros says, you told to buy XRP. Okay, let's see. He says, you told to buy XRP yesterday, idiot. Isn't that really the funnest thing as well? Was I buying it? Okay, here, and let's quickly see if there's anybody else angry. If you're angry, just let me know. You know, just drop it down there. It's all good. I'll accept everything. All the anger, let it out on me. It is completely fine. If you're down on your money, keep in mind it is always your own decision, but I still firmly believe every chance to get to buy crypto is a good chance. If you're asking me at the top of the top, should I buy? I'm going to almost always say yes. We are in a bull market. The most logical decision is to buy crypto for the long term. It is logical. It is statistically proven. You should almost always buy in a bull market, almost always sell in a bear market. So if you're asking me, should I buy? I'm never going to fill in for you, right? Because I can tell if you should buy or not. I am personally saying it is more logical to buy it right now than to sell it. It is more logical to buy the dips than to wait out for going even lower. It is more logical to. Probability shows this is the right call. Then again, will it always work that way? No. Can I guarantee that we're going to go up or down right now? No, of course not. Obviously not. We believe for a good part that this is a good bit of manipulation. I mean, a candle like this, why did it happen? It is really coincidental that this really happened around the time when this was tweeted. 17 minutes to be honest, after this was tweeted, U.S. Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using crypto by sources. I don't know how credible this guy is. He's joined Twitter in 2009 and he's basically posted a lot of stupid stuff. I don't know how credible he is, how we should value him. This tweet, he was right about it, I guess, because he said 442, but it might have also caused a lot of FUD, that he was really just guessing something and it was just reaching, and it worked out. Can you cut the crap and talk about the lawsuit date? We'll talk, there's a video coming out later about tomorrow's lawsuit date. There's a full video explaining that exact ordeal. Why are people so rude in the comment section? I'm seeing. Why are your subtitles so negative, Dusty? Just calm the. I don't know what you mean with subtitles. Not a native English speaker, by the way, guys. Where you guys are watching from? It is about 2:45 p.m. for me. Where you guys are watching from? I think it's because things are going down a little bit, huh? People just get afraid, people get angry, and of course they're going to hate. Especially if people like us are just happy with the whole crypto ordeal and people are losing money. I think they're just a bit afraid. I think it's just people being afraid, right? Yeah, that sounds logical. Australia, Florida, Iceland, Senegal. That's the first time, man. I haven't seen that before in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let's quickly see what else we got here. Poland, Netherlands, hey. Romania, UK, Netherlands, Canada, Northern Ireland. All right. Keep it up, Dusty. Hey, keep it up. Thank you all for joining by the way. Once more, guys, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you press that subscribe button. And let's get to 1,000 likes. We have 3,000 people watching. Should be easy. So make sure you just quickly press that button. And we have 17 more subscribers to go to get to 96,000. We're almost at 100K. Okay, so Rizo says, snowflakes having heart attacks right now. Want some money? Well, don't sell when you're in the loss. This is a really contrarian thing as well, I would say. So I think a lot of the people who have transferred from stocks into crypto, no, let's say it differently, who have transferred from a 9-to-5 job into investing into something, in this case your crypto, have the mindset with David Schwartz explained, which is basically, let's see here. He tweeted out, let's see here, about 5 here. He tweeted out, I keep hearing that you can't lose money if you don't sell. That is nonsense. This is, again, his opinion, not my opinion. That is nonsense and needs to be put to death for good. To a first approximation, anyone who has $500 can trade it for $500 worth of crypto. Anyone who has $500 worth of crypto can trade it for $500. If there are two people, one with 500 and one with 500 worth of crypto, neither is better off than the other because either can trade places with the other. I think the crypto one is a little bit better, but okay. They are equally well off. They hold equal value. Once more, I kind of think not. The one is investing, the other one just has fiat money. So this guy is in a deteriorating asset. This guy is in the future, but all right. So if you bought $1,000 worth of crypto and its price dropped to $500, you went no better and no worse than someone holding $1,000 to no better and no worse than someone with 500. To say that that's not losing money is completely absurd. I really completely disagree with that. I firmly believe with these cryptos, especially with the way that US taxes work on crypto, if you don't sell, you have an unrealized loss, which basically means within the next time, it might actually go up or down. You might think, okay, you know what? If I sell it right now, I would have less money, which basically means I'm at that level. I don't really feel about it that way. I just feel it's a waiting game. It's a game of, you know what? As long as I kind of wait for the circle to turn back around, I'll be in money. And as long as I think we think that way, it's all going to be good. But is this rock bottom? I see somebody asking. That I do not know. We will see. All right. We might have just hit now, then come back up from here. If it does, altcoins are going to pump like crazy. And we're already seeing it a little bit here for XRP, huh? So from the dump here, from the bottom, we've already come up again about 9%. I told you guys 10, 20% minimum what you can see in a recovery, but most likely like a 70, let's say 60 or so percent could be coming up here if Bitcoin made a bottom here. If Bitcoin made a bottom right here, we're going to maybe see 50% on XRP within a day. And that's, again, the risk to reward you got to weigh out for yourself. If you want to leverage trade this, I'm not saying you should, but if you want to, Bybit is the one I'm using. Keep in mind, this is also an easy way to lose money, but it's basically, again, the way to make big bucks if you are, heavy in that sense. If you like taking a risk. Once more, I'm not saying you should. RSI is bottomed out, by the way. This is an hourly. Let's go to a daily. RSI is coming back down. We were talking yesterday, actually, about selling XRP and how it could work. A little fun story about the RSI. We said, man, it could fall, but then again, it's if you look at let's quickly come back to that story. We were saying RSI here was extremely high. And again, people might think, oh, it's all over now. Price fell down a little bit, but it went from, let's see here, about 63 cents to about 39 before coming back to this run. If you sell, for example, here while RSI is high, maybe some other indicators are showing you, that might work. It might work. You might be able to buy yourself a little bit cheaper and then, for example, grab yourself the way upwards. But if you're thinking, okay, RSI is high, even here, for example, you sell, it could have worked for the short term to buy back cheaper. It could have worked. If you're selling, however, here to never buy back in, or you're waiting for a correction which would never come, for example, 25%, but it only went down 24. You can see here, for example, okay, let's see, it went down 28. If you were waiting for a 30% correction, you would have gotten in, and now, boom, you missed out on, well, how much is this? 140% gains because you were too greedy. Right now, again, maybe you could have sold here because RSI is high. We could have taken that bet and bought it in a little bit cheaper. You never really know, though, because it might also be that, then again, this exact formation is going to come back again, where we're going to be just building on candles, just green galore. Why are you guys all saying screw Elon Musk? What is with Elon? You guys are talking about the whole Dojo deal? Let's quickly see here. A lot of you guys are saying screw Elon. Screw Elon. Yes, guys, we need the positive vibes. To be honest, crypto is for a very good part about positive vibes in the sense that if people have faith in it, yeah, logically, I mean, things just do really well. But it's about people that are panicking, which make you lose money. And somebody's asking about the, let me quickly see. What do you think is the worst that can happen to the crypto market if the U.S. Treasury investigation is true? Of course, that depends. I mean, who are they gonna go for? What is gonna happen? What are the consequences? We don't know. As of this point, it's just fake. Let's call it like that. As this point, it's just a rumor. However, it did really get the crypto markets hard, or at least 15 minutes after you posted this, crypto just dumped like crazy. And it's kind of interesting that that happened that way. But while it depends on what companies, if it's just an exchange, nobody's going to care. If it's some really big companies, for example, if it were to be an Apple, right, or a Tesla caught with money laundering in crypto, yeah, that's going to be really interesting. But that's going to be interesting for the entire markets, not only crypto, but also for the real markets, the stock market, for example. So I'm not sure about that. I wouldn't be sure, guys. So that's something you can't really ask me. Who knows? Hey, guys, we're almost at 1,000. If you haven't pressed the like button yet, do that. And we still need 3 more subscribers to get to 96,000. If you haven't subbed yet, we need 3 more. And then we're at 96,000. That is crazy, though. We're growing so insanely fast. Thank you all just for stopping by. You guys are all amazing. Every single one of you. And no, I am not selling the dip. Some guy who says, Dusty, are you selling now? Damn, that is interesting. I like that. Hey, which one of you guys has sold crypto today? Let's quickly ask that a little bit. Who is selling some crypto? Dati boy. We have actually bought Doge in a live stream like a couple weeks ago at 5 cents. We were buying it in a live stream. I said if we get to 1,000 likes, I think as well, or maybe 500 at the time, I would buy $500 worth of Doge, and we did that. We also bought I think $1,000 maybe worth of XRP at about 52 cents. That was like yeah, I think February somewhere. It's pretty funny. You almost got liquidated, some guys are saying. Love Elon. I've sold XRP and rebought again. Yeah, Lewis, that is pretty juicy. Why is this? Somebody says Dusty. Okay, let's go here again. Guys, you all know what I was saying earlier, right? MJ here says, Dusty, I'm losing a lot of money. Should I buy or hold? Or should I? Oh, no, he didn't even say that. He said, should I hold or sell it off? XRP. You guys all know what my thoughts on that are, huh? If you're watching for a little bit right now, you guys all know it. MJ's coming back at it again, saying the exact same thing. You guys know it, huh? If you all know my answer, at least you should know my answer to that question. It is such an interesting mindset. I just don't get it, though. I just don't get how people think about this type of stuff. Why would anybody sell the bottom? Why would you? If you were thinking about selling, then sell it at 197. Sell it at 196. Don't go selling it all of a sudden after it's fallen down to about 120. What is that? Are you? What is going on inside your head? Nah. By the way, guys, I'm not pissed at all. No, at all. It's just for fun. It's just really fear. It is really fear, but that's so sad. Yeah, to be honest, it might have also been a bigger plan, right? That some guys came together to really blow this tweet up to buy crypto at a discount. To be honest, it could also be. A lot of news could be fake just to make people buying cheaper. Serdar says, no, we don't. Can you tell? If you don't know my strategy by now, then how long have you been watching for? We've been literally for a whole hour here shouting exactly what our strategy is. And I'm saying if you're selling at $1.17 or thinking about selling it right now, it's okay, but that's really risk averse, and it's more of a strategy to lose your money down the road. But then again, it might be smart if you know a plan to buy back cheaper, for example. It might work. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying it. Logically speaking, following probability, the weekend markets often go down. We should wait for a little bit of a dip like we just did. This is my last point where I bought XRP right here. You guys can see it, about $1.22. That's where I bought XRP. My last Bitcoin buy, you guys can also see my last Bitcoin buy was here, right at around $51,800, for example. That's when I bought Bitcoin. I'm buying the dip. because I think that that's the best thing to do. If you're not doing that, that's completely fine, but don't come crying to me. If you said, Dusty, what should I buy right now once we're back up here? Because once more, prices will most likely, at one point or another, come back above this level, and that is when you're going to see the majority of the people ask me if they should buy. And that is, again, the little story, the fun story of the fearful crypto hodler. Maybe we should give that a new name and make that trending somewhere. You know, like the story of the fearful hodler, the story of the fear monkey, I don't know. It's basically that, you know, people like to really sell in these areas and buy at these areas. It's really funny. Dogecoin, good example. People really were so hesitant when Dogecoin was at 1 cent or below that. Now that it's above 30, it's like, oh, yeah, let me buy that. That's good. Elon Musk tweeted about it weeks ago, months ago. Well, no, I'm not going to buy that, but now that it's 35 cents, now I'm going to buy. Okay. Joe M says, had 2K, my friend, to risk, what would you buy now? Had 2K, my friend, to risk. What would you... Had 2K, my friend, to risk. What would you buy now? Had 2K, man. I would just buy most of the coins which you're solid about. Basically, just if you have a mindset about some of these coins, you have coins that you like, I would say just pick them up. It's freaking dip time. Is it going to go lower? Who knows? But at least you're better off than buying a week ago. If you bought a couple days ago right here, right now you have a better entry. So just maybe see it from that perspective. I don't know. Or you just wait until the lawsuit is... If you want to be... Okay, let's also put in one little thing here. If you are really afraid... Because some people are. If you really are afraid of buying XRP, for example, you know what you can do? If you really want to be sure, you can just go ahead and buy once XRP has fixed this lawsuit. I guarantee you the XRP price will be higher if it fixes the lawsuit. Let's not guarantee, but let's say 99% certain the price will be higher at that point, but you're going to be sure that it ain't going nowhere. Or you're going to be sure that you at least could have had a lower price to buy in. Oh yeah, by the way, diversify your crypto holdings is one of my most profound proverbs, whatever. I always diversify. I don't have 100% XRP like some people think. I definitely do not. Most people on Patreon know that, though. It's better to diversify your money into different cryptos. Don't just buy one. It's never smart to do. And yeah, the people who sold are afraid of the crypto space. It's the way it goes, though, guys. I don't blame any of them. I don't think it's a negative thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just people's fear. And it's going to take the best of them, but yeah. Doge actually went up. The strength of Doge is so strong. Yeah, it's pretty funny, to be honest. Is it fundamentally based? No. But look at this, guys. Again, can this continue on? It can. Can we come back down lower? Yes, 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 yes. I've explained in detail on Patreon right now why I bought right here and why I have bought my Bitcoin right here. But I'm waiting again for another entry. If we go deeper, I'm going to buy more. I will. If only you guys could know. If only you could all know, understand. This crypto stuff, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Don't be a scaredy cat unless you're... If you are, well, then don't come complaining to me asking about money. Okay, let's ask a different question. For other people saying crypto is scary. How solid are you with your fiat? How do you know not something crazy is going to happen to all of that? Why are you so scared of crypto dumping down a little bit? Really fun story is, you know how much the US dollar to the euro, for example, that pair changes up? It's also really volatile. You just don't see it because you might not use it. But people who, for example, in the Europe buy dollar, yeah, they're really afraid. I have money in Tether. Don't you think I'm afraid of that all the time? I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't have too much in Tether, not too much exposure to the dollar because the dollar is a freaking interesting currency. Let's put it like that. You know, I don't want any government agency to look at me like, ooh, Dusty BC is saying all these negative things about the U.S. government. But I am saying the pair itself is really quite interesting to me. I just personally think the dollar is quite a scary thing to go for. Oh, can you show? Oh yeah, sorry. Somebody says, can you show the Bitcoin chart with the lows? Let's quickly get that in. Yes, let's go out a little bit. Bitcoin 4 hour. This is our Bitcoin idea. It basically once more means we right now made a new low, right? Last couple of days we made a new low. We were saying already in the live streams and in the videos before, don't think this hasn't been discussed. Don't say you couldn't have known. We all know, we all have the same information. I tell you guys everything I know about this, so please. We basically saw it make a new low. We said again here, we said if we breach this and go to this level, all fine. If we breach below this, ooh, things are going to be falling. If we breach below this, things are going to free fall like crazy. Be afraid a little bit. I'm not saying go sell all your crypto. I'm saying be really cautious then. If it breaks below 50,600-ish, 50,300. But right now we fell below our last lower low. But this is the most important one to watch for, right? Because this is the last time we made a higher high as well, which basically is this way, right? We make a okay, so higher high, higher low. This is again the last. Okay, let's even zoom out further. Let me give you guys the full story on this one. We made a, let's say we had a low here, right? Well, we can even go further. It's for a long term, right? It's basically just you have a low point, you have a new high, you have a new low, which is higher than the previous one. You have a new higher point, you have a new low, and you have a new higher point, and you have a new low. In this case here, these can all be invalidated if needs to be. It is all about the low which we're making right now, and as long as that one is higher than this one, we are still going good. However, if we broke past this, the chances were really high, if we broke kind of past this area, that altcoins were going to fall, like we explained a couple days ago in the video, and I do think that is usually the case. And that is also why crypto, or let's just call it XRP, I guess, has fallen quite drastically because of that specific ordeal. But every coin has fallen, though. Ethereum, everything has fallen. But no, I'm not afraid about it. No, not at all. Not a single day am I afraid to be an XRP or a crypto hodler like that. And people, if you're still afraid, let me just quickly see here. Are you guys afraid of dips? Are you guys afraid of prices going lower? Let me quickly see here. Who is still afraid? Yeah, things are looking to reverse in the 1 hour, but don't get trapped by this. This is not always the case. Even though it might look beautiful right now, we can't actually fall down lower because it's the same as right here, right? You can see in this area here, we also picked up the pace a little bit again and then fell back down later. Even here, you saw it happen for 3 hours, or for example, 1.5 hours in a row, because this is a 30-minute chart. So this does not say everything. We might again get another kind of fake pump and then reject, for example, from this level and come back down. It's going to depend on what Bitcoin is doing. Weekends are bad? Yeah, very often. Somebody says, oh, I thought you said I'm staring shirtless, but he says I'm scared shitless, but I'm staying strong. How can you guys be so scared, though? 95% of the people here saying no, though. Okay, good. Good, guys, good. If you're afraid right now, wrong mindset, in my opinion. Regulations are key. You know what? To be honest, I think one thing we might also have to kind of think about, worry about, maybe, potentially, is the whole Gary Gensler coming in and what is he going to do to crypto ordeal. Like, is it going to really be positive or negative towards crypto? We do not yet know, right? We don't know exactly what he's going to be doing. There might be some heavy regulation. They might turn around some statements on Bitcoin and Ether. They might. Since we don't know, we might be afraid of that. We could. I, however, am the type of guy to just hold on through to the motherfucking end. Look at crypto's rejection a little bit, right? We don't know if actually, I would personally not say that it works in the sense that, okay, you know what? We've made a higher high for total crypto market cap, so we're going to be falling back down to this area. Okay, we just broke the next area to watch. Is this, is this all right here? No. I don't think that really works the way with crypto market caps in general. I don't think there's any TA which you can do for this one as it's an aggregator of everything. But then again, you might also consider this to be the S&P. You might actually trade this, the entire crypto market cap, which could be a complete crypto ETF, basically the same thing as an S&P, right, or NASDAQ, and basically say there is some logic inside of it. Yeah, I definitely can understand why you would say so. I just don't trade it that way. But it's definitely some validity to that claim. Also, let's quickly see how much this has gone down. The entire crypto market without Bitcoin has gone down about 30%. So all coins have gone down 30% in general. The entire crypto market has gone down about 23% in general. So Bitcoin, of course, being the average here of going down, let's say about 16%, 20%. Taking that number a little bit upwards. Okay, let's see if you guys had any questions. Afraid the price will rocket before I can get more. That is something I'm afraid of too. That we cannot get even more coins right now. That we cannot buy enough. Might be regulations. A lot of the market is going to get clarity. Lots of crypto going away. Yes, a lot of crypto are going away. Make sure if you have a good portfolio that you have some gems in that, but also gems which have the longevity and that have kind of proven themselves to be good. Zoom out and we're still up. It's playing out perfectly. To be honest, if you just zoom out far enough, you will always see something beautiful, specifically in this crypto realm here. Bitcoin on a whatever time frame you're looking at it, for example, a monthly, it's also juicy still, guys. It's just your mindset, I think, on the matter. Look at that. Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's go again back to this Bitcoin chart here on a monthly basis. I think it was here, right? Yeah, here we go. This is again our Bitcoin outlook basically for the near term. Not even near term, I guess for the future. It's just extremely, extremely beautiful. And once more, these are our XRP buys as well. Could we have bought the bottom here? Yes. Is it really easy to do so? No. Really what's funny though is every time we start streaming, crypto starts to pump again. Have you guys noticed that? Every time we stream and we sing that you got to pump it up, you got to know, pump it up, you got to pump. Things start to look good. It is almost every time. That's pretty funny, I think. You got to pump it up. You got to. No, I think people aren't really in the mood for a pump it up song, to be honest, though. Because, I mean, crypto fell again. People are having their freaking attacks right now. Look at that. Ooh, right? People are afraid. Ooh. But no, I'm not afraid at all. I'm just happy here, chilling, sitting. I know where we're headed. I know the road. I know where we're going. You should do a face cam while doing these streams. Eventually, if we do for the face reveal, maybe that stuff is possible. We're not close to that one just quite yet. You can still go into $1. All right. If we do, though, this is, again, more buying opportunity for us. Yeah. All these people talk about how much they lost, If you're afraid of all of this, yeah, we're not on the same page. I'm not afraid at all. Just chilling, just happy. I don't have paper hands. We know. Healthy correction indeed. We can even go lower. I wouldn't even be against it. Once more, as long as we don't make a lower low on Bitcoin, I'm saying everything is still looking juicy. We had one low. I told you guys if we get that, I will stream. If we go even lower than that, once more go lower than this one, we're going to have to do a little bit of an emergency stream. Take a look at what's happening, what if our thoughts have changed or something like that. Because that might, again, at one point or another, be the complete market turnaround. Albanian Kid says, you seem very confident. Yes, I've been in here for years. I don't really feel afraid at things like this. 30%, it happens so often. So ridiculously often. I don't even look at my portfolio. So again, I might have lost so much. I might have lost, I don't know, I don't want to say how much crypto I have, right? It's not smart. But again, I might have lost a ton. If you just think about it like that, I might have lost so much money. And I don't even give a crap about that. My money has gone up and down so much throughout these years, guys. We've been hodlers since 2000 freaking early. We've done videos since 2017 every single day. We have seen our Bitcoin go from 20,000 to 3,000. Seen our XRP go from $3.50 to 11 cents. You think this scares me? Oh no. No. Nah, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. This, by the way, is TradingView, if you're wondering. This platform is TradingView. The platform I'm using to trade on most of the time is Bybit. That is what it's called. This is leverage trading, just quickly letting you guys know. It's a little bit riskier, but I like it, personally. You got to know, pump it up. Let's quickly see if anybody tweeted out. If you have anything you think is happening, let me just quickly tweet me out, all right? Let's see here. Somebody says, thank you, Bitcoin, for a sudden red-hot market. Perfect buying opportunity for their coins, Coinbase. Yet the maxis are trying to put the blame on Turkey, XP Community, Robinhood, Dogecoin. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly. In the end, there's like quite a lot of things which could have caused the whole dump ordeal. We don't know exactly which part. Could be Turkey dumping. It could be David Schwartz. It could be Coinbase. It could be the Treasury tweet. It could be the Bitcoin in China power going out, basically. You got to know, pump it up. Yeah. Can you let us know what a lower low will look like? Yes, I can. I can definitely do that. So on a Bitcoin chart here, a low, as we just explained, is basically the, you can see these green lines, right? Those are all the lows which we've seen. Now, the two ones that are kind of irrelevant are these ones here, because it's a low not made after a local high or a new high, a higher high. So these lows are not the ones we really are watching about. Basically, our newer higher low is like still here. It's still valid. We made a really close one, but it's still valid because we made a newer higher point, we made a new low, made a newer higher point even, made a new low. We would have wanted it to be here for it to be more bullish, but then again, even going here is okay. If we make our lowest point below this level, it basically means our uptrend, which you consider to be higher lows, higher high, higher highs, higher lows. Again, going like this is an uptrend. If that kind of idea breaks, which it hasn't done yet, you might look at this thing, Dusty is broken. No. It's not a one-to-one type of line. It basically follows, it could even follow this picture. because it's about the higher lows, and this is the real low in this case. Would this one have been better to follow? And this one, for example, yes, that would have been more bullish, but this one still, it's just a correction. And you will always hover around this line. It might get broken here as long as it rebounds, comes back into this this whole pattern. There's not really a problem. There's actually no real problem from any perspective. But yeah, it's just the diamond hands, baby. And once more, we might fall lower. I'm just buying anyway. I don't think panic is ever necessary, ever. But yeah, people will always be afraid, all right? So again, the updates here are usually just tell people. Here, I'm seeing another one here. One guy, Sadikur Rahman, says, you and your false predictions ain't gonna listen to no one. All right. Sure, buddy. Okay. And there's a lot of these right now. People saying, yeah, the price fell down. You said it was gonna blah, 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 blah. I don't think people watch the videos properly. If you don't understand the difference between a short-term and a long-term vision, that's definitely hard. If you don't know how to hold crypto properly, let's definitely go back a couple of steps. Let's go back a couple of steps, understand the principles of hodling crypto, make sure you understand it properly, and then come back. Because there's a lot of people hating right now thinking, oh, Dusty, you're falling. Oh, why did you tell us to buy? No. Once more, if prices go up, if there's a bull market, it is more logical to buy, and we should. If prices go down, it is more logical to buy the dip unless the market has switched around where it's a bear market now. If we're in a bull market, we buy. If we're in a bear market, we sell. It is that simple. And right now, the way it's looking like, it is still a bull market, so we're still buying the freaking bottom. And if you don't know how to hold, if you're really too afraid to do that, that sounds like a you problem. Fix yourself up. If you're too afraid to hold through it, yeah, I can't help you. I really can't. Because it's going to take a lot of this hodling at lower points to actually get to the top. It's going to take a lot of these dumps. There are going to be a lot of those, guys. There's going to be a lot of these. When will bull market start, Dusty? We're already in a bull market. We have been for a year. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be interesting, huh? Hey, we've crossed $1.30 again as well. Look at that, guys. We're picking up the pace again a little bit. We're coming back upwards. Are we going to recover all the way? Who the frick knows, guys? Might be another fake out. It depends on Bitcoin. But that, again, is always depending on what exactly caused this dump. Hey, there's 2,600 people watching. If you haven't pressed the freaking like button yet, make sure you do that quickly, helping out the channel. I try to push these things out as fast as possible. I like making videos a little bit more than streaming because there's a little bit of extra stress. Because I can see all the comments and people just instantly going after me. But I try to stream because you guys keep saying, Dusty, please go stream. I try. But there's also, it's a little bit harder to come up with a story if you're streaming. But then again, we try our best, right? I try my best. So please, if you can, make sure you support the channel by pressing that like button. It just shows the video to some more people. That's all. I mean, in the end, it's not going to really, make, yeah, I guess it just shows some support. We're coming back up. Hey, let's quickly see who sold, right? Who sold here? A lot of people. A lot of people sold here. You can see a lot of people are selling their way down. This is where we bought XRP. I told you guys all right? In Patreon, it's written on paper. We bought XRP right here. And there's always people who will be, oh, Dusty, you shouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then don't do it. You can do whatever you want. Nobody becomes a millionaire overnight, so don't expect the same with crypto. You make money, you lose money, don't stress. Don't blame others for your own decisions. To be honest, I don't really blame people for blaming me because I understand it. If you're watching a video of mine and you're seeing me say crypto is going to be going insane, which I firmly believe it will, and you see the price go down, you're thinking, this guy's full of crap. But then again, I see the longer term vision, and some of these guys think, no, it's all about the quick money. It's all about making money today. It's all about making money tomorrow. And they want to sell when things go bad. They just go crazy about stuff like that. But I think personally, it's a longer term vision that you need. We're going to be here to stay. And look at this. We're going pretty okay. Let's quickly see a 1 minute chart. I know you guys don't like it, but let's just quickly see. Because we're pumping up a little bit again. How much have we already gone up? From low, we've already gone up about 14%. So our prediction of today has already been correct. We said we're going to be all going up at least 10 to 20% again from the dip, which is already okay. I would say 15% is right okay, right? Uma says, just freaking buy. To be honest, already now it's a little bit of an expensive buy, huh? I mean, you could have bought it to $1.20, but no, you want to buy $1.30. It's already, again, 10% up from the lowest point. And this is not when the people are going to buy. People are going to be start buying once we're above here. Trust freaking me. Let's look at the comments soon. People saying, just you lose so much money. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, don't do it then. Hey, we're still pumping. I just know for a fact the majority of people will buy in here once they see, oh, you know what? XP is up again 20% on the day. Andrew says, have we hit the bottom? Nobody knows if we hit the bottom. We might fall back down lower, but it's about the bigger picture of what we should do. Logically, we buy the bottom, sell the top if you want to, but just buy the bottom. XXLQDXX says, had a pretty safe plan, still got liquidated yesterday and bought more this morning. Noobs getting pissy due to ignorance about market. I think so as well. If you're getting liquidated, please know what you're doing. In the sense that liquidations are only possible if you're trading with leverage. And I personally think trading with leverage is one of the chances to make a lot of money with a little money. It is. But then again, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the guys without a plan. And if you're going to do this type of stuff, just know you can lose more. You can lose money easier than, just buying and holding. But there's also, again, the profit margin for it. For example, if you think, okay, you know what? Now we're going to be going up. For example, you're looking at this and like, ooh, damn, you know what? We're going to go up. And you buy it with leverage. You can actually buy 50, maybe even 100 times as much money as that you could normally. So that's why it's nice. In a different sense, you have points which are close to, like right now, for example, was a big sell-off, panic sell-off. Yeah, you can't get liquidated and stuff in times like that. Which if you just buy, you can't get liquidated. You just lose money on paper. Somebody says trust in Dusty. In the end, guys, I can't really give you guys too much. It's all yourself. It's all your own faith in crypto, basically. If you don't believe in it, how can I make you? All I can say is my perspective and what I think is happening, what I think is going on. But once more, let's quickly put it really much down here. We can see, just for example, something like this happening, where we come up and boom, fell back down. I am not saying it's impossible. I am saying we trust in the process. We trust in the bull market. We know crypto where it's going. So we're waiting it out. We're waiting it out. I don't really care, to be honest. I just buy the dip. Just buy the dip is what I'm doing. It's so simple. And people will finally start to buy again once they're at these types of places. Let's again go for another question here. Do you guys think XP will go back down to 10 cents? Let's ask. Because funny enough, if you asked people that question, let's say 6 months ago, the majority of the people would have said yes. If you asked people that question when the lawsuit was going on, the majority of people, again talking about December or maybe January, the majority of the people would have said yes. Right now though, since XP is above $1, people are like, oh no, it won't go back to 10 cents. Once more, 6 and even 3 months ago, I'm going to say at least 50% of the people expected at least 10 cents to come back for XRP. If you don't trust me, look at it. Look at XRP chart. Let's go take a little bit of a look here. All right, because I think a lot of you guys might be skeptical about my process here. XRP, let's take this off. XRP got sued right here. Right, this is where Ripple got sued. The price went down really quite heavily over the next couple of days. Right here, we hit about 16 cents or so. The majority of the people thought we would hit 10 cents or lower. And again, if we take a couple of months earlier, the majority of people here thought we would hit 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. They always started, until we actually hit this point. What has really changed though? All that has really changed is that crypto has gone up a little bit more and the lawsuit is looking more positive. But then again, we're only 3 months into the future. We're only 3 months away and all of a sudden people think, no, it can never happen again. Of course it could always happen. It could always. Yet again, it's just the narrative that's changing. And I think about it that way too. I think it could happen if we turn to a complete bear market. Okay. But it would be really strange if we were to go to 10 cents. What would I do if we hit there though? I would buy more. I mean, if we hit 10 cents here, I would buy more. I would just buy. I'll be happy. But it's really funny how people all of a sudden think, no, it can never happen again. But, and again, yeah, I think people in the big bull market as well of 2017 didn't think it could happen. But then again, it did. We hit 11 cents. Here, majority of the people never thought XP could come back down. Of course it can. Of course it can. But if you didn't buy the dip, and again, just think about it from this perspective too. Most people weren't here in the crypto space 2017-18. Most people joined like right around here. If you just bought the dip from the lawsuit, you're basically betting. And I've made this analogy so many times here, the roulette analogy. I keep telling it when they were being sued, like the day afterwards, I actually told that story. If you weigh off for yourself, what are the chances of winning? Pretty big. What is the profit if they win? Pretty big. What is the chance of losing? Pretty small. What is the loss if you lose? Well, default, but that's again pretty small compared to the win. You should always buy. And that is again when XP was really at these 20 cents areas. Look at how much we've already gotten. You could have sold with 1,000% profit. That's again if you were here 3 months ago, 4 months ago. If you weren't though, the only time you wouldn't have made money is if you bought in the last, let's say, week. you would have been down a little bit. If you started crypto last week, you would have been down. But then again, that is the risk of getting into a crypto market while we already had 1 year of pumps. We have been going strong for 1 entire year. Since March of 2020, we've been going strong. So if you're a little bit afraid, thinking, oh, we've gone up for almost 400 days straight, going up about 2,000%. So don't at me with this. El Hoco says, my bots are loving the volatility. Yes, that's really nice to hear, man. Hordes seem to be selling. You know what? There's always going to be people selling. It's always going to be there. There's a lot of people who panic all the freaking time. It's just about how you handle it, though. It's about how you can use those to your advantage, basically. How can you use those dips? How can you use those things to your advantage? How can you make money off of that? And boom, we know, just if we buy the dip, we make money throughout the way it goes back up. Let's see. I wish. Tesla v SEC back then. Look at Tesla now. Yeah. I mean, people at the start, Tesla's a good example. When they were sued by the SEC, so many people actually sold everything or said it wouldn't be anything ever. And then again, it's only when things started to do really well that Tesla all of a sudden had to do a forced stock split because the price was going too crazy and it was hard to buy a stock. It's really funny. It's just people wait for when it goes high already that they want to get into it because they have more certainty. But then again, the higher it goes, the more uncertainty you get. The lower you buy, the more certainty you have. That's one principle. It's in the book. If you're wondering what book, read The Intelligent Investor. Read that book, all right? Little recommendation from Papa Dusty. The Intelligent Investor, read that book. It basically also outlines this phenomenon where people are all thinking, you know what? The higher I buy, or basically the better it goes, the better it is. No, it's the lower it goes, the better it is. The lower the price, the better you are to buy. Okay, here's a little story from Sam Bourbon. Dusty, my friend was reluctant to buy XP at 50 cents. He ended up buying at 185. A lot of people have that. BR says, Dusty, please make your headlines a little more positive. People just scroll without clicking and panic more. No hate, I love you, man. I disagree here. In this case here, the title is really, all respect, by the way. But I disagree. I think in this case here, the title exactly reflects the question which a lot of people are having. So I answer exactly that. What is the title? Let me quickly see what the title is with this video. What's going on to XP price? The crypto market crash, ? Huge panic selling right now. I would say that's exactly the situation. That is exactly what's going on. That is exactly what we're talking about. So is it really excessive? Maybe. I just think there's really a big crash going on. People are wondering. I have the title to quickly explain what is going on and what I'm talking about here. People talk about their portfolios. Oh, I like it. It's so fun. XP Nubs, does it also agree with the title? I had a lot of problem with the title before, with different titles. People said that they're not good. They're not good. It's the thing that's going on right now, though. Someone says Intelligent Investor. Yes, the book is called The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, I think. BTC owned 60% by China. So not the Bitcoin in real money. It's only about the Bitcoin mining power that's mostly in China, by the way, if you're wondering about that. But since they did have some issue, yeah, the price did do really some interesting stuff. Let's call it like that. It did some interesting stuff. Let's see, for Bitcoin, we're at about 55,000. We've already gone up quite a lot on Bitcoin pair too, huh? In the really short amount of time here. We've come back down from about, let's see here, from about 51. We've already gone up about 6-7% on Bitcoin even. Look at that. Might have just been the dip. We're going to see it throughout the day here. Carl says, just bought the book. Thanks for the suggestion. No, okay. Maybe I shouldn't say it. You're going to buy a book. You can also just look up PDF on the internet. You got the book for free. I mean, where you can save money, $10 into crypto might be $100 future dollars, right? But then again, if you like the hardcover, yeah, the book is your option. Do I buy Bitcoin now? Yes or no? That is your own decision, my friend. We're going up. Yeah, we're going up a little bit again, everybody. Woo! So let's wait for it to go up 40% and then we buy, huh? That's again the strategy that most people utilize. That's pretty funny. At BR, no worries, man, no worries. I just see a lot of people with hatred towards the titles, but I always try to make the titles as accurate to the video itself as possible. I try my best, but it's not easy because I have to come up with quite a lot of titles every day. So it's not that simple. Especially also the thumbnails. I do a lot of work on those. It's really difficult for me. You got to pump it up. You got to know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Would be funny if we actually still hit $2 this week. That would be pretty interesting. So, guys, if you're wondering for my schedule today, I'm going to be making one video about what is happening to the XRP/Ripple lawsuit. So make sure you subscribe for that already. Right, that video is coming out. Oh, I think some frames dropped here. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, a second video is going to be coming out about Jed McCaleb, the co-founder of Ripple, the co-founder of the XP Ledger, and how much he sold, how much he has, what is going on with that. So once more, subscribe to the channel because there's 2 videos coming out specifically about XRP that I think you need to watch. And also, we're getting so close to 100,000. I think we're going to hit it in like 3-4 days. Make sure you're part of the family by pressing that motherfucking subscribe button. You got to pump it up. We're going strong, everybody. The question is, have we hit the bottom or not? I do not know. I do not know, but I am watching really carefully, and I'm extremely happy with all of this. What is the price you estimate? Guys, let's just watch this unfold. Why do you want all my price predictions? I know almost as much as you do in that sense. All we know is Bitcoin just maybe bottomed out. Maybe it didn't. If it did, that means at least 10 to 20%, as I said before, on altcoins. Well, Bitcoin made a bottom. Altcoins are now popping off. We're already, I think, up like maybe 15 to 20%. 15, okay, we're up 14% or so. If Bitcoin doesn't bottom lower, XRP will most likely still do a 40% day to day. What are your thoughts on NFTs? I'm trying to get some super far. I don't know what that is. I'm just saying NFTs are kind of a scary thing because you don't know. It's kind of a hype. Dusty, thank you for all your videos and your support in this community. I try my best, man. Thank you so much for the support as well, for all you guys coming by, saying hi. There's everybody here. Appreciate you a ton. Is this stuff going to jump today, court tomorrow for Ripple? I'm going to explain exactly what is happening tomorrow in another video coming up. That's why I say make sure you press the subscribe button. Yeah, there's also, from the book, there's a free PDF on the internet. But again, some people like to have the hardcover book, right? By the way, I'm not reselling the book. It's not my profit. It's not my book. It's just, if you want it, I thought it was a nice book. I read it like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And yes, somebody says, 5 stars, says, guys, don't listen to anyone. It's your own money. Do what you need to do. In the end, that's true, though. It's your own money. It's your own choices. All we can do here is indicate what we think is going to happen. Okay, I would never buy that super farm then. No, I would not buy that. Doesn't look good to me. That sounds like a pretty big money grab just. I would never buy that, to be completely honest with you. Never in a million years. Do your own research. Facts. Do your own research. But then again, you might use these videos to aid you in your research. It might help you out. All up to you. All power to you. We're up again another... How much are we up again on XP already? 10, 12, 15, 14 cents already from the dip. Do you have a crypto you put gains in ready for the dips? So how I usually operate is I have a part of my portfolio, which is in crypto, a part of my portfolio, which is in Tether. And every time we get a nice little dip going on, I just use some of that Tether to buy. And I either then put the coins I bought into my hold stash, which basically just means it goes into my Ledger Nano, never comes back out. Or I use it to buy right now some coins and then when it once goes up a little bit, I try to sell. For example, it's just like a trading, right? That's what I use it for. Somebody says, Dusty, why isn't your Patreon working? I tried to pay 5 times, not accepting it. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I think maybe the slots are sold out. That's possible. Because I'm seeing here it says 3, but it's actually full. The amount of people in there should be... There's already more people in there than the amount of slots, so I'm not sure what that is. Maybe 2 people bought at the same time right now. It says there's 3 slots available, but there should be -1. Let me see for you. So I'm not sure about that. Let me quickly go check it out. You got to know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. XRP is pumping up. We making freaking money again. All the people said I'm down 20%, down 20%. If you just bought the dip, boom, already up 15. Is it simple to do? I don't know. It's all up to you how easy that is. Why do you use Tether? Because why not? Simple. Mondays we pump, I've noticed. Very often at about Sunday somewhere we go down like crazy, and the Monday we go up very often. Yes, it is true. Antoinette says, please stop focusing on the short-term people. XRP is generational wealth. Bitcoin over 60,000 with no use and expensive as F to send. XRP will smash that price in the next 10 years. Of course, not the Bitcoin price per unit. That would be a little bit strange. But if we're talking about, for example, basically getting to Bitcoin's market cap that it is currently, I think so, yes. You got to know, pump it up. We're back to prices, which we hit a couple of days ago indeed. So it's not like it's a really big change, but people like to make things a little bit more heavy than it really is. Let me put up a lot of the slot. Let me see if you can actually get into it, yeah? I'll put up some slots for Patreon. Make them open. Okay, so I put up 3 extra slots on Patreon. Or 4. Let me see. Just quickly check if it's still available or no. You got to know, pump it up. Holochain will grow. I do hold Holochain. I do hold a lot of the coins you guys are always talking about. Where do you think XP is going to be in a couple of months? It depends on the lawsuit. It depends on everything like that. Why no volume? I think the majority of the people are actually speculating on Bitcoin right now. If there's no volume on that one, This is a 4 hour. Okay, so the 4 hours, when if that's, I guess we're 1.5 hour into the 4 hour. So we should have, maybe the volume is actually going to take over still, right? We're 1.5 hour into the 4 hour here. We might get a lot of volume coming up. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's more. Yeah, it's really strange to say. I guess a lot of the bulls maybe got exhausted here before the price fell down lower. Because again, you can see there was more buying pressure here than selling pressure. Yet, yeah, we got another dip afterwards. That might show something as well. That might just be like they tried to buy, got stopped out. Right now, again, they attempted again, but not full force. It was just, this was kind of a rogue move where it didn't really work out too well. Altcoins are pumping up. We're back at 132. Going back to 133. Yep. And now, of course, people at 150 will be saying again, Dusty, should I buy? Should I buy? You just wait, guys. I'm already predicting it now. How many likes we at, guys? How many likes we at? I wanted to get to 1,500 likes this live stream. Are we almost there? If you haven't pressed it yet, let me know. All right. If you have pressed it just now, let me know how many likes we at. Let's get to 1,500. I'm still buying XRP every time I have spare cash. I'll still be buying at $5. Personally, I'm buying XRP so often. I don't know, man. It's so simple for me. It's just the thought of, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Should I buy right this moment? You need to make that choice. Nobody else can do that except for you. Mind you. When do you think that we were listing Coinbase? There's no date for that. I'm assuming either if they get a no action letter from the SEC or from the court, or if this lawsuit gets fixed. You got to know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. 1.4K likes. Did we get there already? That's insane. You guys are so awesome. Just quickly saying that, man. Every single one of you, I love you equally, of course. Can't discriminate in that sense. But you guys are all amazing. We're also so freaking close to... Guys, did you think the channel would grow this fast? We're almost at 100,000. If you haven't subbed yet, make sure you press that. It's so freaking crazy. Is that a cup and handle, a 1 minute chart? We don't do 1 minute chart analysis, guys. Please don't. Yeah, look at this. Now look at the money go, guys. Look at the money go. Woo. We start the live stream. Let's quickly see here. When did we start the live? Right now it is 1:34. We started 1 hour and 50 minutes ago. So let's say 2 hours ago, plus 20 minutes. So we started about here with the stream. This is interesting. We started here with the stream, huh? Yeah. About the 53. Here is when we started the stream. 55. We start the stream 1 minute before the lowest point in XRP. And let me quickly see the Discord again. You got to know, pump it up. Let me see YouTube channel here. Oh, what? 147. Oh, this is UTC. Okay, let me see. Amsterdam. Yeah, whatever. We started around this time here. Flashing, that's pretty funny. The stream pumps it up. It always pumps it up. It's pretty funny how that goes, though. The question everybody could be asking is not what will crypto be worth in 6 months. The real question is how much will my fiat be worth? That's also a good question. And why no volume? I don't know, guys. I don't know in the end. All we were wondering and thinking about was what is causing this big dump? What is causing everything here to happen? We've kind of figured that out now. At least our expectant things have been made public. Again, to kind of summarize it for the people who just tune in, we think it was either Coinbase's big freaking listing, which is really bearish, we think. Either this interesting tweet from FX Hedge, which reads, U.S. Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using crypto. Another part of it could be Bitcoin's mining hash rate that dropped dramatically overnight as blackouts instituted in China. Another one could be Turkey's ban on crypto. Another one could be David Schwartz warning for crypto dumps. Another one could be Doge coins and stuff like that pumping like crazy, which basically means that so a lot of the guys getting into crypto are basically whiny little babies. And if the price goes down 2%, they sell, they're really afraid. You know, that's kind of building up on top of itself. A lot of people who got into Doge are people like that who really are afraid to pump and also dump. Another one could be just a normal correction with no real thought behind it. It's just a correction. It just happens because it happens. And I guess those are kind of our options. It could be either of those. We don't know which one. We don't know why. But that is kind of what we are in for. Somebody says, the dump happened because it had a lot of longs and whales were watching. Liquidation, one thing you all really networking. That's actually another option, to be honest. That there was just a lot of long positions open and there was a big shakeout because some guys came in with their big money to shake them out to make them sell. That could definitely be something too. Not gonna lie. So there's just a lot of liquidations happened from the longs, and that kind of sparked a little move downwards. It's definitely possible too. But I consider it to be a shakeout, yes. Is VeChain a good investment? I personally think VeChain is a really solid coin with proven utility. It was the leverage traders. To be honest, I'm one of those though. I leverage trade. No, I want to say only, but I do. Most of my trading is leverage trading, yes. I do like it the most. Of course, you lose left and right. You win left and right. It's the game, though. It's also the money. That's, again, I believe in leverage trading is so much money to be made. But again, there's also what the loss is. But yeah, I just think it's really interesting. I like leverage trading a lot. I like it a lot. One of the biggest liquidations ever? Oh, let's quickly see here, guys. Let's quickly see. Bitcoin liquidations. Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, this is actually only one of the two articles. $7.6 billion in crypto long positions liquidated in 1 hour as Bitcoin plunges to 52. Here you can see freaking flash crash. $10 billion in positions liquidated. That, ladies and gentlemen, is another interesting thing. Flash crash liquidates $10 billion. Holy smokes, guys. $10 billion? No way. We should also maybe look at that for XRP. Okay, I guess Bitcoin on its own, in the end, most likely had like $7 billion. XRP most likely had a freaking $1 billion worth of liquidations too. That is insane. So I guess another video is going to come out on this one later. How do I do leverage trading, Dusty? If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. So the place I am doing it on is Bybit. But first of all, watch some tutorials. Second of all, don't do it if you don't know what you're doing because you're going to lose money most likely. I'm just saying this is the platform I am using for it. If you're in the US, make sure you use a VPN. Link is down below for that too. But damn, that's a lot of liquidations. What this means, by the way, is basically people betting that the price is going to go up were all lost their money because the price went down. And yeah, a lot of people right now are most likely longing XRP again, and they're making money. Or maybe losing it. Maybe they're trying to short XRP again. That's again what's happening right now. People are betting on the price. That's what it's kind of coming down to. Basically, people are saying at these points, like, okay, I think the price is going to go down right now. So they press short, and they're basically, hoping that the price is going to go down. They make money if it is. And if people think the price is going to go up here, they press long on the price. If it goes up, make money. But you have to be right on that, though. If you're wrong, it's an easy way to lose a lot of money. Let's just quickly say it like that, all right? It's an easy way to lose money. But this is the one I'm using. A link is down below. You're also supporting me if that's the way it goes. And again, guys, we don't know if the dump is over. Please don't just think, you know what, dump over now, dump over. It's all good again. We don't know. We might fall down lower. It's always the game. That might be also the shakeout. There's also a part in that. Wait for Bitcoin to stop in the bet. Wait for Bitcoin indeed to come with a good little recovery here. If you want to be safe on it, if you want to be, into real quick profits, it would have been better to buy the dip here, logically. You basically saw it hit this point twice. Should have bought it about, most likely, as low as you could have gotten. Right now, we're already up again 15% since that point. Spartans Buy the Dip by Tyler Winklevoss. GSX, what is up with it? What is up with it? I think everything is good, right? It's moving. I think we get the exchange listing pretty soon. Ecomi is, okay, I don't really, yeah, nothing goes up in a straight line. True though. It might just be, again, that we have hit the dip already, and we're basically going again a little bit like this, for example, right now, right? Which is basically, this is the pattern that we're moving. It never goes up like this. that would be a little bit crazy if it did, actually. If we just see one huge candle like here, that's when scary things kind of happen. Right? There's a lot of selling pressure here. You can see the body is so small. The wick is so large. Most likely some fishy things going on there. I'm still assuming that this might have had to do with the tweet here. But it's hard to say. In the end, it's hard to say if it really did. If you are here urging people to sell, you deserve to get your jaw split. Again, you cannot say I would say it's smarter to buy in a bull run, sell in a bearish run. In this case here, we're still in the bull run, so buying is the preferred option, the better option. Same thing for longing, right? I don't think going short right here is smart because you're betting against the market, generally speaking. Or also, we hit RSI lowest point right here on a 30-minute chart, though. Okay, let's see daily. I think we're still really high, huh? Yes. We already fell back down quite significantly, though. 4-hour weekend. Look at this one, guys. We hit the RSI lowest point at 10 a.m. 10 a.m., yes. And look, that also looks to be the dip on this chart. RSI on the 4-hour here is actually looking really beautiful. Look at that. Could have really sold here perfectly, could have bought here perfectly, just following RSI on its own. Welcome to Market Manipulation. Merry Christmas 2.0. Yes. Yes, we don't know. We don't know. For a good part, this is just a normal piece of market manipulation like always, or if this actually is something bigger where people know something that we don't. You're wrong. Doge is up. Dogecoin is up. Dogecoin is going really crazy, but that is not. I would say Dogecoin. Be careful with that. Okay. Just a little quick warning to everybody. Dogecoin can get to $1. Dogecoin can get to 5 cents. We don't know. It's really a pump and dump type of coin. So be afraid with that one. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying again. I'm not saying don't hold Doge. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just be careful with Doge. That's all I'm saying. All right, somebody says, see here, bullish divergence on 1-hour altcoin charts. So you mean the complete altcoin chart, or wait, let's quickly go back. Or you mean the altcoin charts specifically, where you're seeing a bullish divergence? Let's quickly go back to Bybit here to see. On a 1-hour. So a bullish divergence usually looks a little bit along these lines. For example, the price. There's two. There's two bullish convergences, by the way. Divergences, I mean. It usually looks like this, making lower lows, and on the RSI, usually going up. For example, on your indicators. Looks a little bit like this. On the bottom side, like this. Yeah, I would say that's the case in this sense. That's a bullish divergence. Another one that you have actually is a bearish divergence, but it's called a hidden bearish divergence, which is basically the way like this. It could be either of those two. This is also called a bearish hidden divergence. There's two of them. So it just depends on your preference, I guess, or which one you think is going to work more, or in this case, be more accurate. I would say it is one, though. He's definitely right. You know, my computer's freaking blazing the whole time. I don't know why. You got to pump it up. You got to know, pump it up. By the way, these divergences, stuff like that, is really often they're reversal signals, but then again, I don't think in this sense it's all really happening. If you want my complete honest answer, I just think Bitcoin had a little bit of a manipulation attempt right here. They wanted to get the price downwards towards the bottom. Okay, they attempted it, didn't work out. We got some support at that area. Right now, we're going to be just picking back upwards again. We might get some volatility coming along, but that's the bigger picture. Might get a little bit lower. Okay, but that's the bigger picture, though. Dusty, we got a green candle. Let's quickly see on a really short term. Do we have it open here? This is our 1 minute XRP chart. We're coming back upwards. Yeah. It's still a lot of profit that's to be made, though. I also have been seeing so many of the videos, the funny ones about the McDonald's. Look, back to McDonald's it is, boys. Yeah, just come work back at McDonald's now, because crypto ain't it anymore. But then again, the majority of those people are actually Doge holders, right? So I guess they're not at McDonald's anymore. They're still happy with the gains. And if you haven't done it yet, guys, make sure you press that subscribe button. Just quickly helping out to the channel. We're almost at 100K, going pretty damn fast. Opinion on Nano and ZIL. I hold a lot of Zilica. Nano, not really too much of it. It's okay. Thanks, Dusty. You inspired me, the buying strategy. Are you guy on, Freeman, are you guy on Patreon? Oh, look at this. This is so ugly. Holy smokes. Let me zoom in a little bit so people don't get afraid of this. I think, Dusty, you're an idiot. Somebody says, you hear that, Doge peeps? Go back to McDonald's. I'm not saying the I just say the memes usually come from there. Oh, and by the way, have you guys noticed in the comment section, there's very often Dusty BC comment police? Just know he doesn't censor comments. He just takes away a lot of these scammers, or he warns people mostly about scammers, right? So if you're seeing him, make sure you press the thumbs up on his little comment. Help him out a little bit, maybe here and there with a little warning too. He's trying to help out people who are unknowing of all these scams in the crypto space. There's a ton of people who have gotten scammed because people act like me, for example. If there's ever somebody in the comment section like me saying, hey, text this number, it is a scammer. It is not me. I will never tell you to text the number. I'm never going to give you, quote unquote, financial advice. I'd never know a financial advisor that can help you. It is a scam. And that is what the Dusty BC comment police is there for, to warn people about that exact situation. Because a lot of people have been scammed before, all right? Somebody says, I cashed out all my portfolio before the crash. Why? Because it was obvious it was going to happen. Now I'm buying back everything plus more with the extra cash. Well, that's really beautiful if you can, man. I don't think it's really that obvious, but really beautiful if you can. Yeah, we hit 1,500 likes, boys. A little clap for everybody watching. Maybe just give a little bit of a bigger clap to everybody. Just quickly, yeah, being happy. Twitch accepting Doge as a payment is actually a pretty big deal, though not saying it's going to pump because of it, but it's actually a tiny bit of utility now. It has more utility, small parts of it, but. Stop juggling and selling. Just hold and buy dips. It's that simple. Crypto is going up. Hold and buy dips. Simple. You have a really good point, my man. Just hold and buy. Hold and buy. It's so simple. Yeah, and if you, for example, the guy here, if you really think it's so simple to spot the reversal before it happened, let me know, all right? I'm actually really also thinking of getting some people onto the stream sometimes, hearing out their analysis, hearing out their what they thought was going to happen. Because in this case here, I really wonder how you knew that we were going to drop like that. That is interesting to me. But, all right. Haven't watched the whole live feed, not sure what this has been mentioned, but Bitcoin crashed because of power outages in China. 40% of Bitcoin miners stopped because of no power is no Bitcoin. Yeah, we've been here for 2 hours. We definitely have discussed that already, bro. But thank you still for letting us know. I got rid of bot posts on everyone's comments on last night video, DustBC. Just so you know, man. Aeon, you're one of the guys, I guess. Then we have a ton of people on there right now. It's just, but the DustBC comment police is somebody I've known I've known really well. So I know we came up with a strategy together to at least hopefully warn as many people as possible. But you guys are all amazing, for just taking off some of those posts. Because it's just awful to see some of those stories, right? Where you just see people losing money because of some scam. Specifically, if they thought it was you. That's so sad. Yeah, that's what you guys have power for anyway, huh? You guys have the moderating power because I trust you, every single one of you moderators, to just take at least only the bad things off. I can see what you guys delete, by the way. I see it because it's never deleted. It's just marked for me, at least. It's obvious when you look at the news in the world outside of crypto and look at politics at play. To be honest, I would say yes, there's a good part in that. Is the correction on the market? Yes, this is a correction. Everything that goes minus 10% is a correction. Superman says, lost 20 years worth of income on this dip. Hope it goes up in the near future. That is an interesting statement to make. Yeah, okay, I'm just seeing a lot of people ask the same questions. Now, the amount of people that are asking for price predictions just proves how many idiots there are in the crypto world. Nobody knows what's going to happen. To a certain degree, no. I would say all we can say is what is most likely following probability and history or following the news. But then again, I can't, of course, I don't have a magic crystal ball. And people who claim they know exactly what's going to happen are liars because they don't. Nobody knows that. Everybody knows, nobody knows. All right, except for the people who don't know. They don't know that nobody knows. That is who. That's the situation. BTT is going to pump today. Okay, why? Maybe. I would say as well, again, if this was the bottom for Bitcoin, 20 at least, I think 20 to 40% is going to be altcoins at least. Right now, we've already gone up about, let's see here. Okay, 30% max right now, about 11.7. Yeah, expect at least 20, but most likely like 40% gains on, for example, coins like XRP within the day here. And if it does happen, I'll be making a laughing video a little bit. Looks like the pet rock was solid as hell after all. Respect. It's just pretty funny. It's just funny to me how people go so panic mode when things go down a little bit. And they'll only start buying again once it's going past $1.50. Once we're past $1.50, it's going to be people like, oh, Dusty, should I buy now? Please, Dusty, give me advice. And I just look through the comments of people, everybody saying, Dusty, you're so stupid for your videos. Yeah, we'll see, guys. I like the comments. Once more, guys, I appreciate every single one of you just stopping by, saying hi. It's interesting to me how we have 50,000 views on this video already, but only 1,500 likes. That's just interesting to me. Once more, you don't need to press. It's just interesting. But again, I just want to quickly say thank you all for just stopping by every single time. You guys are all amazing. Once more, there are multiple videos coming out today. We're going to be making a video about what I think is going to happen regarding the whole Jeb McCalibur deal. We got to do a video on that, right? That is actually really interesting. Did you guys also hear? Of course, as the volume goes up, Jeb McCalibur can sell more. And he has a lot of XP left. Since the volume went up really much a couple of weeks ago, the amount that he can sell is also going up, and that is, in my opinion, really bullish. I'll explain that one. And the second part, I guess, is just what is happening to the lawsuit tomorrow. I have to make an update on that. I will be doing that for you. May says, I'm honestly not used to pressing the like on a video. I only did it after you reminded me to do so. So a lot of people say, Dusty, you're like hungry. What is this with your like thing? What do you have at the like button? I just notice a video does a lot better if people actually at organic times, but again, people press the like button. So then why not have people do it, right? Or ask for it. Does it really help me? Do I like the like? No. I mean, if it has 100 likes, one like, it doesn't matter. And to another degree, it just shows people, appreciate what you do, I guess. That's maybe the good part. But it's mostly just for the video purposes of just making it do better. And again, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't change you at all. It just helps out. So then I'm like, if you guys appreciate it anyway, you guys are all watching, then maybe you also don't mind helping out. Ross, I was sued for my like button for hitting it too much. That is good to hear. That is very good to hear. Yeah, I remember that's my thing. Somebody asks, is XP going to 0? You already know. You already know. You already know. Dusty, you're the one that got me into crypto. Obviously done my own research as well, but I bought into this dip. I'm in it for the long run. Yeah, I think it was a pretty interesting dip right now. Let's see if this is going to be the lowest that will go or actually come back up. I do not know, but let's see. Guys, do you have any recommendations? What would you like me to uncover? What would you like me to make a video about? I also have a video in the works talking about the best exchanges. That will come up, I think, tomorrow somewhere. Maybe even today. If there's something crazy happening in crypto, I might even make that video today. Or maybe to buy or sell, whatever. If you have any other recommendations, just let me know. Yeah, YouTube algorithm will make the video list higher with its rankings if there's more likes. I do think so as well, right? It just sounds logical. Specifically, the like to watch ratio. So the more people that watch, if there's only a really small amount of people who like the video, it's still not. And in this case, your 50,000 people came by. You know, it's really kind of, to me, also strange how that happens. There's 55.4 people who pressed the like button already on it. Again, let me quickly show you guys here. I think I can just show it. Here is the exact statistics of everything. Again, we made, you can see 18 euros on this live stream for 2 hours in this sense. 1672 likes. This is if I have it open. Normally I don't have it open, by the way. 55,000 people have pressed this on. Yet, and you know, if you kind of compare it to each other, it's pretty strange how that like gets there, right? At least in my opinion, it is. Yeah, that was my little overview for all you guys who were wondering. That's the overview that I have here if I open it up, but usually I don't. I just have the chat box. I know, I just started to buy last night, haha, and then crash happened. Yeah, that's sometimes the way it goes, guys. Sometimes that's the way it goes in the crypto realm. Sometimes the way it goes. Matcha says, I saw this film, I recommend it. Again, guys, don't think... Okay, let me stop by the likes, right? Let's stop that stock. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's talk crypto. If you guys have any recommendations on the crypto you'd like to see, let me know in the comment section down below or in the box right now so I know. All right, I'm going to get to it then. If you're wondering what exchange I'm trading on, I'm going to put it in the chat box right now, which is this one right here. It's Bybit. This is the exchange I'm using for trading. If you're in the US, use a VPN. And if you guys are watching right now, you want a Discord to join, we have 11,000 people in the Discord. There is 50 people always talking in there, like in the voice chat. So if you want some people to chat out with, here is the Discord, all right? There's a link in the chat box right now as well. Join that. And I'm almost guaranteeing there will always be a lot of people in there who you will go, who you will like. So just check that Discord link out there. I think it's going to be interesting. Andrew says, starting from the gutter, eating hot peas and butter, and now I'm back. Yes, that's the way that crypto goes. I like it. I like it. I like it. Woo. Huge liquidations. We'll also make a video about that, I guess, explaining what exactly this means. Yes, sir, I'm going to ban you if you say yes sir coin one more time. I'm done with that. Stop it, man. You spam too much. You yes sir coin the stupid ass stuff. I also haven't eaten anything just quite yet today, man. It's 4 freaking p.m. Okay, yes sir, you're banned. Done. All right, let's get him out of here. Keep spamming that. Have you invited the dip? Do you sell, Dusty? If you have to ask me that question, I don't think you know me enough, bro. We don't sell. Unless we're buying it to sell really quickly. But longer term, I never sell. Unless it's so crazy that but usually I don't really. Hi, Dusty. Your thoughts on Bitcoin Cash? It's undervalued? No, I don't like Bitcoin Cash, to be completely honest. Are you going to sell at any at $10? Maybe. Maybe if the need arises at that point. But the way it's looking right now, I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary at all. What caused the crash? There's multiple things which could have caused the crash. We don't really know in the end of things. But guys, that was it for today's stream. There are 3 videos coming out. If you haven't done so already, make sure you press the subscribe button. It just helps. No, the subscribe button doesn't matter. It's just so you actually get notified every time I upload another little video. We need 118 more subscribers to get to 96.5 thousand. If you haven't pressed it yet, make sure you quickly press it right now because there's a couple important videos coming out today that you need to freaking watch. Alejandro, what are you saying? Did you ask a question? No, you're just cursing at me. All right. So, yeah, once more. See you guys again later today. Oh, you just got here. Sorry, man. We've been talking for 2.25 hours. I have a lot of stuff to come. I have a lot of stuff to, what is it called now? Make a video about here. So it's coming up a little bit later. Once more, at least 2 or 3 interesting videos are coming out today. You need to watch them. Make sure you're subscribed. 50% of you aren't. Yes, I am. I speak Dutch. Yes, Ticho, I can. I kan Nederlands spreken, yes. I can speak the Dutch language. And thank you all for watching, everybody. Quick recap. Cryptos went down a little bit of a flash crash. 4 reasons most likely. Either kind of the dump after dump after dump after fear after fear after fear. Second part would most likely be either this tweet, which says U.S. Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using crypto sources. Then another part might have been the Bitcoin mining hash rate because of the blackouts in China. Another might have been the whole Turkey ordeal where the Turkey guys sold. Oh no, but the Turkey, no, not sold, banned. Another one might be David Schwartz, who said take profit, and that again might add to everything. Another one might be all the liquidations. It might just be anything along those lines, okay? That was a little quick market recap for all of you guys. And we also are assuming here that Bitcoin has hit its lowest point and we're going to come back up. If it does, if Bitcoin hit the lowest point, we're going to see at least 20 to 40% of an XP recovery. It's already on its way. If Bitcoin hasn't kind of dumped here yet, this isn't the lowest point, then again, I don't know, but let's just see. Let's just wait, and I'll see you guys again in another video coming out later today, guys. Once more, if you aren't subscribed yet, do that right now, do that right now, do that right now, do that right now. A couple of cool videos coming up later today, all right? That is that. Thank you all for joining in.